and good morning. Welcome to Jewellery Maker. I'm Jenny Clear and I'll be taking you through from now until 1 o'clock today. And I am joined by the wonderful Janet for the first time ever. Janet, we've never worked together. Good morning.
Jenny.
The two J's together. I'm great. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Now, Janet, I've never worked with you before, and if I've tuned in and I've never seen you in the daytime before, just to explain to everybody how long you've been jewellery making for and what your specialities are.
Okay, I've been sort of making jewellery on and off for about 10 years, but wire is my passion. I love wire, but just getting into silver clay and just dabbling in other things, so watch this space.
Fantastic. And Janet, what can we expect from you today? Have you got anything special in your kits? Is there a technique perhaps we haven't seen before?
We've got some lovely gold-plated silver findings.
Yeah.
And I've used a heart chain on one of the necklaces, which is really pretty. And we've got some sort of weaving with some beading thread.
Fantastic. So if you've got any questions for the wonderful Janet today, please don't hesitate to drop us a text. You can do so by texting us through on 60777. Start your message, please, with the one word JM Studio, followed by your question for Janet, or maybe you want to tell us something else. What are you doing right now? What's going on today? Are you working towards your spring fairs? Let us know. Now you can do this via the powers of the internet. You can log in to our website, which is all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Click watch us live and then send a message to the studio through via that system as well. Now today is all about you, so we love to keep it interactive. So please do so throughout the day. We have got for you some wonderful cords. I have got for you some huge bargains, absolutely amazing deals coming up for you today in the show. If you want to shop for beautiful, I've got it for you. But right now, let's shop for practical. We all need findings. We all need bolt ring clasps for certain jobs. It could be clipping on charms, it could be doing up necklaces, or it could be doing up bracelets. And what better way to have them in real silver and gold. I have got for you rose gold and 9-carat gold. I'm showing you the 9-carat gold right now. And then I'm going to just move across and show you the rose gold. These are a very familiar finding. For anyone who's just started jewellery making, you can probably identify with these from jewellery you perhaps have got in your stash already. They are a very generic finding. They're a finding that are very useful if you're making more delicate jewellery. If you want something that's not necessarily going to stand out and take away from the design of your piece, so if it's bridal perhaps. Or again, like I said, if you are clipping on charms, these are perfect for clipping on charms. They're not too weighty either. Toggle cloths are wonderful, but sometimes if you want to create delicate, they can be a little bit too weighty. ETG C74. Now, bearing in mind that we've got sterling silver and real gold, the fact that these are £27.95 is already a fabulous deal. That's how much they are on our website right now. So you're already getting 40 pieces. You get 20 of each. We're gonna go under £20 majorly. For your early bird, it's time to come finding shopping with us here today. Are you creating for your spring fairs? Are you creating for your summer pieces? Is it that wedding that you're making for? Maybe you're doing a charm collection. Maybe you're just thinking, you know what? It's a day for buying findings. I'm stashing it with findings today. Then get yourself on the dog and bone. 800 644 655 is a free phone number if you're dialing from a UK landline. You know what? If you only have a mobile phone, then don't worry, you can contact us via the powers of our website, on your laptop, on your mobiles, all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Don't forget to check out baskets if you want to grab a hold of these wonderful deals, because I can't promise stock, but I can promise a fabulous low price tag of just £12.95. These should be £27 for you today, but we're giving you the deal, only your early bird deal. If you try and get this tomorrow, the deal would not exist. ETGC74. Janet, These are findings that are essential, aren't they, for our collections? We need findings.
Yes, I think they're essential for any stash. And I always like to keep a really good selection of findings in my stash. Because you can use them in necklaces, bracelets, you know, they're essential, because if you make a necklace, you're going to need some sort of fastening mechanism. So it's always handy to keep them, so I'd get them.
And where, Janet, would you choose a bolt ring over a toggle clasp?
Depending on what you're doing. If I'm doing something that's more delicate, then I'd probably use the bolt ring clasp. Something a bit more chunky, the toggle clasp.
So it's just a matter of what you're creating on the day.
Depending on what gemstones you're using, yeah.
So it's always a good idea to make sure, because sometimes when we wake up and we think, I'm going to make this today, you know, it's not necessarily a planned thing, so it's always great to have as many as you can. And what about the benefit of having them solid sterling silver, Janet?
And I think if you're using certain gemstones, you've got to use precious metal with them. Personally, I feel as you've got to use precious metal.
I agree.
There's certain gemstones that, I mean, if I'm doing a pearl necklace or something, or something with lapis, or I'd love to have the silver, you know, silver findings in there.
I agree though, because, and you know, we've had things like sapphires, beautiful gemstones like emeralds of late, and I just think, I get what Janet's saying, you know, there are certain gemstones, well of course for me it's pearls every single time. There are certain gemstones that there's no way you'd want to put them with anything but, and if it stops you creating because you haven't got that finding that you need, well, you know you'll never get your mojo back for that one pick. Well, if you're anything like me anyway. Don't forget, everything that we give to you comes with a 30-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. So if you don't love it or need it when you get it back home, you simply send it back. However, the one thing I can't guarantee is this price tag again. Today is the only time I'm going to be able to guarantee $12.95, and Dion's just telling me that's up until 5:30. And it's a better than half price deal. ETGC74 is your item code. We've already got text messages this morning. It is lovely to hear from you so early doors this morning. It's Wednesday. Don't let it get you down. We're halfway there. We're halfway there. Okay, I've got, oh, Scarlet Rose. What a lovely name. Do excuse the chin. Morning, I love this presenter. She is one of my favourites. What's her name? Who knows? I love the way she describes stuff. Makes me want to buy from Scarlet Rose. Well, I love your name, Scarlet Rose. It's absolutely what a beautiful name.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
Yes, how dare she have such a lovely name. Now, I've got another one for you as well. Come on, Dion, press the button, love. She's on a coaster. She hadn't had a coffee this morning. Josephine! No, that was Josephine. Where have you done? Bring her back. Hi Jenny, my favourite presenter. Everyone's been very lovely this morning. Thank you, everybody. It's you, isn't it, Dion? It's you, my favourite presenter. Hi Janet, I love the wire work. More tree making, please. Love the shows. Do you do tree making, Janet?
I haven't, no.
You haven't done a tree?
I haven't, no.
Well, apparently Josephine wants more wire tree making, please.
Maybe I should have a go then.
You need to have a go.
Have a go.
Absolutely have a go. Now keep those text messages rolling. It is lovely to have your company this morning, and I love hearing from you. I want to know your stories. Tell us, what's the funniest jewellery making story you've got? Has there ever been a situation where you've just had to laugh because you could have cried? You know what I mean. What about you, Janet? Have you got a memory of jewellery making that you just think,
I can't. I think most of mine have been quite positive, to be honest.
Good.
I think of anything.
You've had no sticky situations?
No. Give me a few minutes. I'm sure I'll think of something.
Okay, good. I remember Gemma Crow telling me she was doing a craft fair, and somebody argued with her that those can't possibly be Ethiopian opals because opals only come from Australia. And she said this woman does. And in the end, she Googled it, Yahoo'd it, asked Jeeves. And the lady went, oh, how embarrassing. I think I'll have to buy some from you now. You know, it could be that there was a situation like that. Let us know. Could have been anything. But I'm sure I've got about 20,000 embarrassing stories I can tell you. And I do love it when we give, my favourite text subject ever has been, what's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you? You should have seen the hilarity of it all. Now, and I told everybody about the time I asked that chap for the time. And it was very embarrassing indeed. Do you remember that, Dion? Have a look at what I've got for you. Oh, ladies, we have our real Bridget Jones moments, you know?
We have a few of them, yeah.
I think we all do, don't? Well, I hope we do. Some women are just perfect though, aren't they? And you think, oh. Now, have a look at what I've got coming up for you in Janet's challenge day. Now, you chose your challenge, I believe.
I did.
And I'm really glad you chose these. And actually, you're not the first one of our designers that goes in for these pearls. I know that Gemma used them with the boingy boingies. The little, have you seen those boingy boingy findings? They're fab, aren't they?
Yeah.
Now, I love the combination of colours here. You've got real Neapolitan pink and brown there. It looks yummy enough to eat, doesn't it? Then you've got these huge chocolate shell pearls. Aren't they gorgeous?
They're really classic, aren't they? Classic looking, really beautiful.
I think, is that why you chose them?
I chose that particular bundle because part of it you can go really classic, or you can go really funky then with the sort of the brighter colours.
Do you know? And so you've got versatility then. You've got a couple of options, haven't you?
Definitely.
I think, Janet, I like the sort of finish on these. They're sort of like a satin sheen.
They are. They're very soft. Really
almost
soft.
like a soft focus.
Yes, yes.
Do you remember the 80s soft focus pictures that we used to have done?
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. A soft focus gemstone. So very forgiving, I think, when you're creating with it. And if you are creating with wire, which can be kind of industrial, kind of harsh sometimes. I mean, I love it, don't get me wrong, but it's a very strong way to jewellery make. It's a statement, isn't it, using wire work. If you want to sort of draw away from that sort of feel, if you want to give it a little bit more of a puffing and a dusting, a powder puffing, then I'd use one of these. Now, you have got the little tiny ones, which, now you were talking about weaving earlier, Janet. I love weaving with these smaller pearls. I'm also thinking about those for soutache. Now, producer Kirsty posted on Facebook the other day that she started soutache because I've been on and on at her about the soutache because I said, I can do it, you're a much better jewellery maker than me, you should be doing it. And she did, and it's wonderful. And now all of a sudden we don't have many 4 mils. It's a coincidence, that, isn't it? So you've got your lights and your, well, we're calling these grey, but I think they're minky. What do you think? And then you've got the chocolate. Now the 2 smalls are indeed 4 mil. Then you've got your 8 mil in the red. Now that red is perfect for Valentine's Day. Yeah. And have you been thinking about Valentine's Day pieces? Janet, have you done your Valentine's jewellery already?
I haven't. I've started sort of planning things, and I have made a few pieces, but really need to crack on with them, really.
Do you sell your jewellery on? Do you do commissions, or is it a hobby for you?
I do commissions. I sell. I've got sort of a retail outlet. We moved not that long ago from Mid-Wales, so I've got a hotel that I actually sell in, which does really well. And I've got a website which we sort of take commissions from. So and do craft fairs.
Oh, so you're busy.
Try and get out there as much as you can, really.
Fab. So this is wonderful. And you're based around here in Birmingham now, are you?
Kidderminster.
Kidderminster, Kidder, that's what they call it, isn't it? My friend is from Kidderminster, he calls it Kidder. Going back to Kidder. LIGC74. The thing is about around is the possibilities are endless, I think. You know, you've got your bead, your stretchy, you've got those simple, gorgeous earrings. You can weave with them, you can soutache with them, you can do macrame or macrame with them. With the 4 mil, of course, you can do your kumahimo, I loves a bit of kumahimo, I do. I loves it. LIGC74. Wonderful to have you all on board this morning. Use your debit cards and your credit cards. I'm giving you 4 strands of genuine shell pearl. Let's talk about shell pearl for anybody at £11.95. Let's talk about shell pearl for anybody who doesn't know what it is. What's the difference between normal pearl, shell pearl? Is shell pearl faux pearl? No. It's not. Faux pearl is usually glass pearls, resin, pearl, you know, made out of something that's not pearl related at all, and therefore they bear the label faux pearl. Now, our pearls, shell pearl, we either give you freshwater pearls or we give you shell pearl. Shell pearl is made up from, it could be fragments of pearls, it could be pearls that come out and they're just not suitable to be drill holed or made into jewellery. They couldn't be keshi pearls, or they couldn't be baroque pearls, or they couldn't be potato pearls. So what we do, instead of waste all the years of that pearl cultivating, is we crush it down, and then they're pressed together to make one perfect pearl. So actually the makeup of shell pearl, in fact, is the same as pearl, Of course, the elements of mother of pearl shell and things like that are in there too. So you've always got the pleasance, you've always got the elements there, but perfection in shape. And that's something that's very difficult to get in a naturally formed pearl. LIGC74 is your item code. Don't forget your 30-day money-back guarantee. Use your debit card or your credit card. This is your first ever purchase with us here at Jewellery Maker. Please don't forget that you do get a free tutorial DVD, a free step-by-step book, and a JM Hub magazine with your very first order. Wonderful, wonderful to have you on board. Thank you so much for your company this morning. Do check out baskets if you are shopping with us online today. Well done to each and every one of you. And don't forget, I want to hear from you this morning. Now we're going to move on. So Janet, I'm going to give you these pearls. Any early ideas coming from you? What's going on in your...
I think with the chocolate we're going to go classic. I'm going to do something classic with some maybe gold wire. And then with the red, I think we might go a bit Valentine's. Might do a bit some hearts or a bit something. We'll wait and see. See how it evolves.
Okay, so we're going to see how she saw it, she loved it, and she knew that she could create from it, and that's what I love. I do that. I just pick things sometimes. Think I just love them. I love them. I know I can create. So we're going to leave Janet to create with that one. Now, I am going to give to you doopy-doo, some tiger's eye. Now I'm going to give to, oh, do you know what? I love these buttons of tiger's eye. For me, this is just a lovely shape because, well, first of all, you look at them and you like the texture, you like the fact that they're very, very smooth. They're kind of, you want to give them a rub, you know, you want to feel them. They feel amazingly smooth and gorgeous. And I love the chatoyancy on these. Now they make a very lovely stretchy bracelet as it is, and you can see how they actually sit against the skin beautifully. Now you move them around and the light from genuine tiger's eye gives you the most amazing visual effect. You get, I mean, look at that, wow, can you see? That's why it's called tiger's eye, like a cat's eye. Then let's think about how we can use this. So I've mentioned stretchy bracelets, but also cascading earrings. These on the bottom are tassels. And what about a long necklace with lots of tassels in as well? That would look gorgeous, wouldn't it? Rings, you could perhaps set these into polymer clay. They're a nice flat shape. So anything you want to keep that form. I'm thinking about the invisible stitch with macrame, lifting these up and allowing them to sort of showcase, if you like, outside of the bracelet is perfect. The use of caramel tones is heavenly, and I think these can be quite unisex. I think that ladies can wear these with some gorgeous chocolates and some turquoise colours, but I think this could be one for the chaps as well, actually. Then I'm going to take you to a strand of marquees. Now I particularly enjoy marquees for hair vines. I think they just work, don't they? And you can see that how they're on the vine here already, and they sort of higgledy-piggledy. And you can do that. You can arrange them in whichever manner you want. And if you imagine that on twisted 0.4 wire, a couple of strands of twisted 0.4 wire, you can get that twist, you can get that shape, and I love that. Now, because these are top drilled, they're almost petal shape, aren't they? You can actually make a very simple flower out of these. So if you're thinking about flower earrings, if you're thinking about brooches, if you're thinking about on an asymmetric, just giving that lovely embellishment of a flower, then this is a strand you absolutely need. And maybe you like me sometimes don't want to get over flamboyant with colour. Well, I think, or you don't really want to go down the path of lots of animal print. Perhaps you feel like me, oh, I can't get away with that. So this is sort of those lovely colours that you do see in animal print without going overboard. I was going to say without going wild. Then you've got the wheels. Now for me, these wheels are ace because they've got such an amazing table. And I know when you first look at this strand, you probably think, right, stretchy bracelet, brilliant, lots of texture. A nice lot of texture there, and quite woody actually. So these are going to go very nicely with some maxi dresses. Again, I think turquoise, I think gold. So I like that. Straight away it makes a lovely stretchy style bracelet. Maybe a couple of jump rings in between would be nice, and very simple. I think one of the first things we make as a jewellery maker, probably the first thing, is a stretchy bracelet. But then let's look outside of that rondelle, and then let's look at the faces of these gemstones, because if you have a look, first of all, I want you to notice they're very deep. So if you want to work with cords that work around, or if you want to work with anything that you need to alleviate from, wire, some nice thick wire, these are perfect. But also, if you're making those little owlies and you want some big owl eyes, these are perfect for the owl eyes. They're also great gemstone buttons. Think about a head pin through here, nice ball at the other end, take it through, round nose plier loop, and then you've got nice buttons as well. So if you like to sew your gemstones, your genuine gemstones into your outfits, this is a great one to do it with. I also think these will make great cufflinks, because like I said, this is, well, I believe, a definite uniform strand. So I'm thinking cufflinks with these as well. You've got a trio of absolutely gorgeous tiger's eye. You can see the caramel tones are very strong. I'm sure there's a million options that I haven't mentioned that you're screaming at the telly thinking, no, they're great for this, that or the other. You are going to get such a wonderful price tag. Get yourself on the phones. Don't miss out on this one. I'm going to give you a trio for under £4 per strand. If you do create jewellery to sell on, is this a great opportunity for you? Let me know. SBGC26. Janet, a trio like this, yeah, great stash builder for you.
Yeah, definitely. I do a lot of rings. I really enjoy making rings, so they would be great for the rings, the flat sort of coins.
The flat coin, yeah, I thought that. How would you use them in your rings?
Well, if you've got some gold wire, you could just have one centrally. Or you could sort of cluster them, have one in, or make a flower sort of shape out of them, have a flower ring. The wheels, cufflinks, I'd make cufflinks with the wheels.
Do you make a lot of chaps jewellery?
Not too much. Cufflinks I do, I make quite a lot of cufflinks. So I'd definitely go with cufflinks for those, and maybe chunky bracelets as well.
They have that lovely chunky edge to them.
Yes, yeah.
Don't they? So if you do work with wire, this is a great one. Yeah. I do think they make quite cool eyes. Yes. As well, yeah. And to have that in a gemstone is good, isn't it? £11.95 is your price tag, of course, and as always, with that 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're dialing, you are going to be joining the tail end of a queue. Please bear with it. It is a free phone number if you're dialing from your UK landline, so it's totally free in that instance. Now, if you don't have time for queues, maybe you're just off on your way out to work, then it's all the w's.jewellerymaker.com for you. Work. Oh dear. Oh, it's Wednesday. Don't worry, don't let it get you down. Wednesday. What are you doing this Wednesday to cheer you up? Let us know. Are you bothered by Wednesdays, midweek days? I think when you're a jewellery maker, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, does it? Every day's a jewellery day.
Yeah. And can you imagine having to go to the office every day or something like that? Oh, those days are over. Those days are over, aren't they? I remember doing that. I used to spend more than I earned because I'd have an hour off and I worked in town and I just used to spend everything. No, let's go and do, oh, I think, where did I put them? Here they are. Now, thank you, darling. Have I got, can I just have, oh, she's got my tweezers. I'll tell you what, that Cass is well amazing. Now, for me, when I first saw these this morning, my first train of thought, and you know what I'm like, terribly obsessed with Egyptian style jewellery I am. Oh, well, I love it. Now, it's going to move to the Vikings though, because my son was doing Egyptians. Now he's doing Vikings. I don't know what jewellery they wore, but I will find out for you, if any. Now, have a look at what I got, because for me these are very Egyptian, and all I want to do is make a stretchy bracelet with turquoise out of these and lapis lazuli. I think they're amazing. I love the shape. We don't have anything this shape. What shape even are these? It's the rustic look. I love them. They're reminding me of like the film The Mummy and maybe a bit Indiana Jonesy. You know, I love them. I think they're amazing. Do you love these?
They're really lovely, aren't they?
Yeah. Would you do some weaving with these?
That'd be great weaving. It'd be great to put in macrame as well.
Gorgeous micro macrame.
Yeah, that'd be great for those, wouldn't it?
Beaded kumihimo.
There's lots of things you could do with them.
Loads. I love them as tassels. I think they'd look great as clusters in rings. I just think these are ace. They've got such amazing character. And what fabulous luster. They remind me of when the sun rises really early in the morning and just beats down. I mean, there's this bouncing everywhere, the light, isn't it? Now, these really are going to add so beautifully. And if you are if you are working with turquoise and lapis, and you are sort of thinking, if like me, you are a little bit obsessed with that Egyptian era, with the jewellery, the women, they were beautiful, the jewellery was amazing, I love it. Now, who doesn't want a milk bath? Now, think about, well, I'm thinking about the bead loom with these. Yes. I think you can create or a ladder stitch. Maybe with just 2 rows, Janet. Have you ever seen it? You know, just, it would look so beautiful.
You made a beady bead with those as well. You'd get all those different sides faceting on it. It'd be lovely.
They would, you're right. Do you know what? They'd make the perfect beady bead.
And they'd sit well together as well.
Yes.
They've got that flat edge.
Because it acts like a puzzle when they've got that flat edge. They sort of just go straight in together, don't they? Almost magnetically forcing themselves together. I really have got a lot of love for these kinds of findings because they can just change. Well, no, in fact, they can make a piece of jewellery. And I love that. My train of thought now is stuck on that ladder weave. That's where, the ladder stitch, that's where I'm going.
It'll go great with the chocolate shell pearls.
Oh, yes.
Wouldn't it?
With all that gold, I'd say. You can make a beady bead, put it in the middle of those.
And a tassel at the front. That'd look good.
Tassel at the bottom would be gorgeous. Yeah, do you know what? I've got a lot of love for these. I'm going to have them. I need 2. I want to make a necklace that's all Egyptian, flat to the neckline. I can picture it, but I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it. There's definitely going to be some ladder stitching in there, but then I want the bottom line sort of towards more going down towards the tummy. That's going to be sort of uppy down, like a collar style maybe. Do you know what I mean?
Nice lapis drops or something.
Beautiful. Yes, it's got to be lapis or turquoise. It's stunning. Having said that, actually the reds will go really nicely with this. Red and gold's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
I think you've got such a striking contrast no matter what you put these. You've got to have them. Beaded kumahimo is going to look gorgeous. If you are lucky enough to have that bead loom, you need as many small gemstones like this. Now, this morning I met with a jewellery maker called Sammy. And she'd done some rings actually, and they were amazing. And she'd put all these little seedy type beads at the front of them, and I thought, oh, I love that. And I'm just thinking, and you probably will meet Sammy soon, I'm just thinking this would go so beautifully in a ring. So beautifully. You've got to get these, you've got to have them. And if you've never had them before, you're going to get very excited a little bit like me. I mean, I have seen these before and I've always loved them. Now you get 72. I'm going to get 2 of these. You get 72. That's loads. And believe me, knowing that these are going under £5, you need to get at least 2. In fact, for me, 3 or 4, because I know exactly what I'm going to make with these. And once I start, I don't think I'm going to stop, because I've got ideas popping out of my head, my ears and my nose right now for these, and I think that's just going to continue. 0800 644 655. Do not miss out on these HJAZ78. I don't want to teach you the price tag. They are going under £5, so please make sure you check out your baskets. They're only £4.95. A sensational price tag, especially if you're creating. Do you know what? I was going to say, especially if you're creating to sell on, but actually no. I think especially if you're creating for yourself or for gifts, because these are going to make things that you're not going to want to let go of.
No, that's right. And for that price, like you say, 2 or 3 of those easily.
I mean, if I spent £15 and I got whatever 72 times 3 is, because you know I'm definitely not a mathematical genius, to have all that jewellery for under 15 quid. Yeah. Yes! Absolutely, I'm multiplying these. Let's say hello to everybody that's shopping with us this morning, because there's loads of you there. We got Gillian from Lancashire. Sally Ann's bought 2 of these. Well done. You're multiplying in Greater London. Ulia, hello Ulia in Surrey, a very, very regular jewellery maker. Sandra in Essex. Kim in the city of Bristol. Carol in Warwickshire, you've bought 2 of these. Well done to you. Jackie, another Kim, this one in the West Midlands. Jennifer from the West Midlands as well. Jackie in Yorkshire, Margaret in Gwent, Sue in Cambridgeshire, hello to you. Elizabetta, what a gorgeous name. We've got another Jennifer in Devon as well. Lucky for you being in gorgeous Devon this morning. We're jealous of that. Mal, you're shopping with us. Great to have you here. Anonymous in Lincolnshire, you've bought 4 of these. Anna in Bedfordshire, multi-buying with 2. Sheila, multi-buying with 2. Claire in Staffs, multi-buying with 3. Oh my gosh, Anita in Yorkshire, you're multi-buying as well. Just stacks of you, and I really enjoy seeing all your names. There's lots of brand new jewellery makers. Don't forget, with your very first order here today with us, it's not just these wonderful, wonderful embellishments you're going to receive. Claire, you've bought loads of these. Calm down. Judith, well done to you. Elsie, hello. So you will also get with your first order, I started, no, I didn't finish, with your first order, a free tour DVD is the word I'm looking for, a step-by-step book, and you also get a JM Hub magazine, plus all of the information you need on our workshops and tutorials for £4.95. We've got a workshop today. It's Lady Deborah Bolford. I believe they're polymer claying in there. I wonder if she can hear us, I'm not sure. I don't think, look, they're all concentrating. They've got Jaffa cakes in there. Jaffa cakes, I'll be in there for them. Can you hear us, Debbie Bolford? Can she? No, she's concentrating. If you would like to come through on one of Debbie's courses and talk to, she probably can. She's like, I'm pretending that you haven't noticed those Jaffa cakes. I've noticed them, Debbie, it's too late. Other biscuits are available, of course. At £4.95. Do check out baskets. There are so many of you there. Rosalind, you're multi-buying. Elizabeth in Conway, multi-buying. Claire in Gail in Carefully multi-buying. Kathleen in Perthshire, buying 3 of these. Mrs. Yorkshire, you bought 2. Elsie's bought 2. Sheila in Norfolk, if I said Sheila in Norfolk, she's bought 2. Rosalind, you are multi-buying. There are stacks of you. It is so lovely to have your company. Please don't forget to send in your pieces to the Wall of Fame. I love seeing how they come to life. Now, I got some copper wire for you. I'm going to do a deal on it for you. Hang about. Here we are then, 0.6. Probably, I'm going to go out on a limb here, our most popular gauge. And I think it's our most popular gauge because it's one of the most versatile. And we need every single wire for every single job, it's true to be said. Now, I'm a massive fan of copper wire. Here's some examples of what you can create with this wonderful colour. Gizmo coils done by the uber talented Rachel Norris. If you love Karen Crawford, what a lady. We have got, oh, Alison here, a gorgeous ring. Gemma Crow, Laura Binding. And of course now Janet, we welcome to the Jewellery Maker design team. All very, very talented designers indeed. I have a masterpiece from Lady Norris right here. I believe that wire can change the way your jewellery looks entirely. I believe that wire can push your designs so much further. It might be something you're aspiring to. It might be something you're just getting into. It could be something that you're already wonderful at. You know that wire is probably one of our most popular mediums because it allows you the medium that will make your designs possible. Whatever is in your head, you can create, I believe, in some way or another with wire. Now let's talk about the use of 0.6. And then you know I'm going to be picking Janet's brains because wire's her thing. I could see she's like, yes. Now I particularly love this copper colour. 0.6 wire will go through your ear piercings, so it's a particularly great one if you want to make your own findings. It's also wonderful for using in weaves because it's strong. It's stronger than a 0.4 and a 0.25, of course, keeps its structure. You can wire twister tool this. Now we are all addicted to that wire twister tool, and if you want something a little bit denser, I think 0.6 is on the smaller wire twister tool about the largest you can go before you then need to get the very large wire twister tool. So a lot of you getting 0.6 for all of these different reasons. Now Janet, why is 0.6 in your stash?
Well, it's a staple for me. Excuse me. 0.1 and 0.6. As you said, I mean, earring findings, 0.6 is great for all sorts of findings. Also wrapping, weaving. For me, it's an essential. And for making the coils as well. It's just...
Gizmo coils?
Gizmo coils, yep. It's perfect for lots and lots of different things.
So it's one that you have to always have in your stash?
Yeah, for me, yeah.
If you're not into wire work, Is it an easy thing to get the ball rolling? Where do I begin?
Well, I think if you're sort of starting out, I would start out with 0.6 and 0.8.
Okay.
And then progress onto sort of the thicker wires. But 0.6, start off with doing some findings, making some jump rings. It's really easy to make jump rings, make your own jump rings. And I think it's just building up that confidence. So if someone's setting out, just setting out on the journey, I'd say buy a reel of 0.6 and experiment with it. And you get such a lot on there. You know, you've got a lot to play with.
You do indeed get 100 metres to the reel, which, Janet, goes on for such a long time.
And if you are beginning, if you make just a stretchy bracelet and then just wrap the 0.6 around the beads, it just adds that design feature to it.
It does, you're right. And you know what? But 0.6 then, if you are a little bit more advanced, or if you're already doing things like kumihimo and macrame, 0.6 can achieve these things as well.
Oh gosh, you can do lots of intricate weaving with it. As I say, like the coils, you can do lots of structural things with it as well, because if you hammer it as well, it gives it that strength.
Yeah.
I would use it for rosary chain as well.
My favourite for rosary chain.
So I would use that for rosary chain. So there's lots and lots of things, right from the beginners right up to advanced, across the board, really.
So a generic wire for everybody. Now, if you are really thinking, right, okay, the new year is the time for me. I've been jewellery making for perhaps a year. Maybe not even as long as that, but you're seeing all the wonderful inspiration from our designers. You think, I want a go, I want some of that, I want a piece of that pie. Don't forget, we have a host of wonderful DVDs. They're all an hour long and they're only £4.95. Now, you're seeing the price tag of £19.95 on your screens right now for 100 metres. That isn't, however, what you're going to pay today. There are people already buying this, but don't worry, we don't charge your card until we've shipped your order. Oh no, Janet, and you're on this side and not on that side.
That's not fair.
£9.95 for 100 metres is one of my favourite colours. It looks like rose gold. This is wonderful. All e-coated as well, which is great. Let me talk to you about the makeup of our wire. This is a very exciting deal while stocks last only. For now, is this the lowest price I've ever seen? For 0.6 wire. £9.95 for 100. This is an opportunity never to be missed. £9.95. If you don't multi-buy on this, I think you will regret it. You have got copper wire with then an overlay of real silver, then copper over the top, then you've got e-coating. E-coating is important because it will prevent your wire from tarnishing, and believe me, it's a strong armour for your wire. It will also make your findings hypoallergenic for anyone who has allergies. Now, if you want to swelligant or verdigris your wire, the e-coating is so strong that it will even resist swelligant. So you will need to prime it, but I think that's a good thing because it shows you. A lot of people say, oh, I've used wire that I bought from a craft shop and it's tarnished. You know what? So many of us jewellery makers have used ours against others and ours has withstood the test of time. We have selected this wire for its durability and to allow you to manipulate it without it tarnishing. Now, Janet, talk to everybody about that. Do you find that our colour stays in our wire?
Definitely. I've used the copper wire a lot over some of the projects that I've done, and it's always been fantastic. And even sort of when you're straightening it out, sometimes you're worried if you're sort of using the nylon pliers to straighten things out, but nothing.
No tarnishing for you?
No, not at all for me, no.
So this will withstand the test of time. Definitely encouraging anybody at home to please make sure you multi-buy on this. This deal will not be guaranteed again. This deal will not be given to you tomorrow. Today is the only day I'm going to guarantee it. I have stacks of you. Meryl, you've bought 2. I love the name Meryl. You've bought 2 of these. Anne, Barbara, Vanessa, Eileen, Judith, and you've bought 2 of these actually. Jeannie in Lanarkshire, Jennifer, you're there. I have got Barbara, Stella, Rita, Valerie, Jennifer. I have got Anna. I have got Linda in Devon multi-buying, Diane in Berkshire. I've got Tanina in the Scottish Highlands multi-buying. What a lovely name. Pat in Menorca. I've told you before to put that you're from Scunthorpe. We don't want to hear that you're from in that lovely place right now. And I'm not that I've ever been to Scunthorpe, I'd like to go there too. Just tell us you're somewhere normal, like Devon or Cornwall or Bristol. She's in gorgeous Spain again. What a life, jewellery making in Spain.
Not bad, is it?
Oh no, that's how I'd like to. That's what I'm going to do. I'm off. I'll see you later. I'm going to Spain. I'm going to move in with Pat. Pat, don't forget us at the Wall of Fame. We want to see those wirework geckos. Loads of you still coming through. Muriel, you're terrible, Muriel. Linda in Cheshire, you're there. Alice, you're there. Great to have you. I have got Mason in London. I have got so many of you that I can't even... There are too many of you to mention, just going with copper wire. Another Marion in Londonderry. Bridget, you're there as well in Gwynedd. Aishi, that's a gorgeous name. Claire in Staffordshire. Alice in County Durham. Another wonderful Linda. Vera's just joined us. We've got Gail in Glamorgan again, taking advantage of the 1P&P. Lynn in Dorset. That's a lovely place to live. Dorset. Yes.
Gorgeous.
Tell us how the day's panning out for you so far. It's not such a wicked Wednesday after all, is it? I have got for you Mathilde from Greater London, spelled the French way. Ooh la la, how gorgeous. Marilyn and Margaret and Anne and Deborah and Gillian. And I've got Lou in, who's there as well. I'm not sure where you're from. I've got Vanessa, Marianne in Essex. I've got, gosh, there's lots of Annes shopping with us today, I've just noticed. Another Pat in Lincolnshire, £9.95. Loads and loads and loads of you there. The opportunity. Have you ever seen wire at this price? 100 metres.
It's quite a crazy price, and it'll just go on and on and on. You know, it actually doesn't look that much on the reel, but it'll just go on and on and on forever. You know, I've got reels that I've been using for ages, and I make quite a lot of wire jewellery, but they last for ages. Do
you know, Gemma says this to me, and I know I mention Gemma all the time, and so does Rachel. These reels seem to go on and on and on, and then you're almost shocked when they run out a year later. Oh, what do you mean? I thought this was everlasting. It is like the everlasting yarn, isn't it? Gosh, loads of you. Haley in the Vale of Glamorgan. That sounds very dramatic. Maria, you're there multi-buying. Helen, you're multi-buying. Julia, you're there. Lillian in Tyneham Ware. Marion in Gloucestershire, it's a lovely place to come from. Marsha in Cornwall, that's a lovely place to come from as well. Loads and loads and loads of you there. Great big good morning, a kiss on the lips to each and every one of you. Do you know we've got about 6 Marions? Erica in Bedfordshire, you're there. Isn't that funny? It's all Marions and Annas today, and 2 Pats, sorry, but 1 in Spain. How dare she? Now, Emma in Derbyshire, Doris, you're there as well. I mean, there's absolutely stacks of you. But you know what? It's time for our first kit today, and we are in the pink with this. It's called Strawberry Fields Forever. Now, other Beatles songs are available, of course. Now, I love the pinks. They just make you feel girly, don't they? And what I love about this is you're getting all of those lovely tones of pink. Have a look at this pink tourmaline strand. Do you know what? I love this. It reminds me of dusky pink berets in the 1980s. I love that. Do you remember when the Prince song came out and everyone had to have a raspberry beret? Absolutely beautiful. Did you have one of those, Cass, a raspberry beret? No, you're too young. Do you know what song I'm on about though? No, she hasn't got a clue. She's not cultured at all, this raspberry beret. The kind you find in a second hand. You haven't heard that song? They're too young. Can you believe they haven't heard this song, Janet? It's terrible, isn't it? Oh, it's all Justin Bieber to these lot. They don't know what they're on about. So let's have a look at this gorgeous gemstone. Tourmaline is celebrated the world over in jewellery. And I love this shape because we can think about memory bracelets, stretchy bracelets, tassels, beady beads, because they're higgledy-piggledy, and that's what we love about them. And I think they create texture. I think they allow you to perhaps crochet and just add lots of texture. And I think it's about organic texture almost when we start off, because it's things you can't find in the high street, isn't it? That's why we start jewellery making, because you can't find it in the high street. I've got such a pretty double strand. See, what you're going to love about this kit is all the different tones. I've got such a pretty double strand of rose quartz. Isn't that heavenly? I think these are just beautiful. They are very vintage pink together, those two, aren't they?
They are. They're 2 lovely shades of pink. They look beautiful together.
like the potpourri petals that you get in the darker, and then that soft, you know, this is like a rose garden actually, isn't it? Really pretty blossom pink, cherry blossom, you know, it's very springtime, very summertime. Think about adding some Amazonite colours. I think it would look really pretty. And then you've got such a gorgeous pink quartz. Now these three are all different shades. This is like a raspberry crush, isn't it? I love this, and I bet you're really pleased when you got this home, Janet. It does remind you of those beautiful, those yummy smoothies, crushed ice raspberry drinks, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh no, actually, should we call it a strawberry daiquiri? Why not? It is Wednesday after all. If we're gonna go there, we're gonna go there in style, ladies, aren't we? And that's not to say you shouldn't be drinking a lovely, refreshing strawberry daiquiri whilst you're creating.
No.
Who's to say you shouldn't? Now, all together, ready for the springtime. What I really love about right now, although I don't show it in my outfit, I should be wearing colour today. I love about right now that we've moved on from our winter and our Christmas, and it's all about spring and summer. Jewellery makers and crafters, I know that you work so ahead of time. I remember someone very close to me not long ago saying to me, well, they're talking about making their Easter cards already. And I said, of course they are. Of course, because, and this was before Christmas. Because you have to, Janet, don't you?
You have to think ahead and you plan ahead. And you know, if you're going to be doing craft fairs, you want to make sure that you've got a good display, you've got enough choice for people. So yeah, you always have to think, you know, be ahead of the game.
Well, if we're working for spring fairs, they're starting February, March. Well, that's next month, February. You've got less than a month. Yep. So you need to be doing this now. And it's scary sometimes, but of course, if you've been jewellery making a long time, you're far more organised than I. You know how disorganised and just completely shambolic I am. Now, there's something missing from this kit. A beautiful pendant that I love. And actually, we don't always put pendants in kits. This is another wonderful, wonderful shade of pink. I love this. It's super feminine. What a good, don't you just love that? It's like Turkish delight pink, isn't it? Oh, I had to make a food reference. Now, we've had strawberry daiquiris and now we're eating Turkish delight at the same time. How gorgeous. Now, Claire, you don't like Turkish delight, so if you'd give me all the Turkish delight that you ever... she said I'll swap them for the daiquiris. That's going to be a tough decision, actually, Claire. All right, you're on. Now, I'm also going to give to you, and I think this is perfect, gold and pink together, yes, silver works, but now it's even more Turkish delight, isn't it? Definitely an Eastern Promise kit. You've got a golden beading thread in there. Now, if you have a look at your beading thread, don't think to hide it, because actually I think the whole point now in giving you this wonderful beading thread is, a couple of years ago, maybe 2-3 years ago, when I first started at Jewellery Maker, gosh, has it been that long? Has it? Gosh, it was a bad thing to show any beading thread, and now we're celebrating. No, get it out, show it. It's wonderful to show the matrix and the makeup of your gemstones. And we got this wonderful DVD about beading thread the Gem has done, and oh my gosh, the designs are amazing, and you can crochet with it. And I know I can see that you've done some crochet,
yes,
Janet, and it's just so gorgeous. What I love about our beading thread is this silky texture. Now, I've been to a big craft store. You have to go there sometimes for homework pieces when you've got kids, you see. Been in there, and I picked up some beading thread, and it was ever so rough. Ever so rough. You could feel sort of the corrugations on it, and I thought, oh,
yeah,
why is it like that? And it's just that ours has got this wonderful, I think ours has been e-coated.
It's really silky when you feel it, but it's really, really strong. Yeah. But it's perfect for crocheting because it's got that silky feel to it.
And it slides through a little bit better. Easily. It doesn't get so tangled. Yeah. Now, I prefer that. I mean, I didn't like it when I got that rough, bumpy. And I thought, oh no. You know, then you've got your monofilament. Now, your monofilament is great if you're doing the invisible stitches, great for beady beads where you don't want to see the elements. And then you've got, of course, your elastic. Now, I'm going to give you gold findings in this, sterling silver with a 9-carat gold overlay. Gorgeous. I'm a big fan of this kit. I love it. It's time to embrace the springtime and think about what other gemstones these are going to go with that are in your stash already. If you've got some Amazonite, if you've got some aquamarine. Now, this kit should be costing you, if you went shopping on our website today and you put everything into your basket and it hadn't been put together in the Strawberry Fields kit, it would cost you $46.20. So the best part really of £50. But today we're going to put this together. Well, we have put this together as a kit. We're going to inspire you with wonderful jewellery created by the fabulous Janet. And with that goes another Jewellery Maker price of excellence at £23.10. You are paying precisely half the price you should be. So come shopping with us here today at Jewellery Maker. If this is your first purchase, by the way, a kit, you've got everything you need to create straight away as soon as this comes home. But we're also going to do something else for you. We're also going to give you the opportunity to create your jewellery. If at the end of it, after getting everything out, restranding it, the lot, using the findings, you think, and it's only on your first kit, do you know what? I'm no good at this. I'm gonna do something else instead. This isn't the craft for me. We will allow you to send that made-up jewellery back, and we'll still give you your money back. We are that confident that you are going to love jewellery making. At £23.10, you have got an exact half price deal. Sterling silver with 9-carat gold. You've got the 9-inch heart chain, your eye pins and your head pins, your toggle clasps, 2 pairs of shepherd's hooks. You have got the jump ring with the matching lobster claw clasp. You've also got your crimp bead covers and your crimps, and you've got your open jump rings too. Your drop cabochon is 40 by 30 and it's pink agate. We don't see a lot of pink agate, do we? Pink quartz, graduated faceted saucers with the beautiful luster are 5 by 2 all the way up to 11 by 3 on the graduation on a 16cm strand. I'm also going to give to you that beautiful rose quartz. Those nuggets are 4 by 2 to 9 by 4. I'm just trying to find the pink tourmaline on here for you. I'm not sure if I've got... No, I haven't got the diamond. 90 carats of pink tourmaline. I don't have the sizes, but it does look about the same as the rose quartz. AOG C95. Let's trottle over to the wonderful Janet. For my first time having a look at Janet's wonderful jewellery, I can already see she's a mastermind with the old beading thread. Let's take our cups of tea and move over to that luscious lady. Come with me and have a look at how Janet has put together these gemstones with that use of beautiful pink. Check out Janet's designs, just beautiful. I love that gold, Janet, together with the pink.
It was great. And when I opened it, I thought the texture of the chips, then you've got the smoothness of the cabochon, and then you've got those the wheels as well.
Yeah.
It's just such an array of textures. They're just gorgeous.
I love the way you flattened out one of the wheels as well with a head pin, because I love to do that. And you can make buttons in this way and clusters in this way as well, can't you? Let's have a look. And what a chain. This is so Downton Abbey. It's absolutely screaming to be on the neckline of Keira Knightley in a period drama, I think. How gorgeous is that? Janet, I love this. I love how you've done that almost pie collar there. Isn't it beautiful? Look at the sparkle we're seeing. And what I was talking about, I'm just going to put my hand under there so that you can see, in fact, much easier. Look at the clarity of those gemstones first off, but then look at what Janet's done. So using the head pin to show the face of those rondelles, what we were mentioning with the tiger's eye earlier. Isn't that a beautiful design indeed? Now I'm going to bring you down to 2 pairs of earrings where Janet's done the same thing with just showing the faces of those saucers and creating that button look, but also I mean, look at that clarity. It's like a wind of the clarity.
And that's amazing. The thing, when you put them sort of face on, you see the clarity, you appreciate the clarity there. Yeah. And they are just so beautiful.
They're like windows, beautiful stained glass pink windows, aren't they? Stunning. And then you've done the opposite with the next pair of earrings. Yeah. You've used those crimp bead covers as well. The gold together. Now those are very pretty. Yeah. Very pretty earrings. Then let's go up to the wonderful cabochon. Now, using lots of strands of that beading thread, and the gemstones just seem to float on there. How gorgeous, encasing around the cabochon. I'm going to turn that around so you can see how Janet's done that. And actually, Janet, I actually really like it from that
It's
side.
a little bit, I mean, if you sort of did it in a bit of a pattern, you could do it in more of a pattern on the back, but but actually it doesn't look too bad.
No, I like it. It's almost like a Star of David. Yeah. And then look at, now this is something I don't think I've seen before. Have a look what Janet, you've made like a ring. Is that crochet?
It's crochet, yeah, little crochet circle.
And then
just threaded the chips on either side.
I really like that. You could almost put a cabochon inside there as well, couldn't you? And then we've been talking about the crochet. Have a look at this. And the beading thread again, really causing a feature. So to have that gold beading thread, Janet, it's really changed the look. And this is just full of wonderful texture.
That's right. And there's so much beading thread. I mean, you can make those necklaces over and over and over and over again.
Did you have loads of beading thread left? Because you've used it a lot here.
Yeah, lots. And you know, I mean, that is simply 3 strands with the chips, the 2 different coloured chips on each strand, and a plain crochet strand, and just plait it together. But it's quite effective, you know.
And what crochet needles did you use? Just regular crochet needles?
Just a regular crochet needle, yeah. Just the normal sort of, I call it a daisy chain.
Little daisy chain one. How gorgeous is that? I love it. Now you're going to show us how you created one of the pieces of jewellery that's here. Which one are you going to show?
I thought we'd go for the earrings with the
these ones here?
So that it's flat on, so people can see how to achieve that.
I love these.
And once you've done that, obviously that transfers into the necklace as well.
They're so elegant.
They're pretty, aren't they?
They're very pretty. Yeah, do you know what? But I think this kit's creating very pretty jewellery. And I'm thinking that the sun's going to come out and warm our backs again soon. You know, they are ever so pretty. And I love what you've done with the, is this a head pin?
Yeah, it's a head pin.
Isn't that lovely? With those perfect loops. I think these are very, very boutique. We've got somebody who's texted in actually about this. This is from Anonymous, and we're reading, morning, I've not seen Janet on the show before, and I love what she's done with the kit. Gorgeous, or gorgeous as it says. I like gorgeous, I like gorgeous.
Is good.
But you're right, do you know what?
Thank you.
I'm the same, because we've never worked together, and I think you're wonderful. I love this. So Janet, where do we start?
Okay, if we select one of the rounds that we're going to have, so I'm going to use one of the larger ones.
Okay.
Take a head pin. Well, it's not a head pin actually, it's a ball head pin. So you've got this beautiful sort of gold on the end. So
it's not a flat head pin.
Not a flat
we do tend to give the ball head pins in the kits.
And they're really useful for this sort of thing.
Yeah. There's more gold to it, isn't there?
So if we just simply thread on the wheel onto the pin, and then just bend to that pin so it's laying on there.
Okay.
And now if we take some round nose pliers, now this pattern you can do whatever you want really. So it's sort of, what I would do is I'd do one and then I'd do the other earring at this stage as well, just to make sure you've got them the same or opposites.
Sort of at the both same stages.
Just to make sure.
That makes sense, doesn't it?
Well, for me, that's how I like to do sort of do the earrings. So hold that in your hand, just put the round nose pliers in, and well, do whatever you want really.
Quirk it.
Yeah. So just turn that around. So you've got one little. There you go, one little twirl, and then go opposite way with the other one. Wrap that around. So you've got that little shape. Sorry, wrong way. There you go. And then what I would do is just take the nylon pliers and just flatten that down a bit. So we've got that shape. Okay. And then on the top, just do a little rolled. Just a little roll. Nothing fancy.
Just to finish.
Just a little roll, and it doesn't matter if it's not straight or, because the earring will just hang, find its own way of hanging.
I can't get over the clarity of those. You don't see it when it's on the strand, do you, Janet?
But when they're flat, gorgeous. Now the next part, we're going to cut off the little gold head ball.
Keep it.
But keep it, because if you put it in sort of polymer clay or resin or lots of things. So take
scrap it. Some people have great big pots full of it.
I've done that before. I've sort of kept lots of little bits.
It's worth it.
Yep. And then just take the end of the head pin, roll. This is the way I do it. I know people do it all in different ways, but I roll it and then put the flat round nose pliers back in and just kink it.
So a lollipop.
Yeah. So you've got that head pin shape. Then what I'll do is just open that, as we do with the normal head pin or jump ring. Like you're opening and closing a door.
Okay.
As we do. So there you've got that hanging on there. So then I threaded on, I think I threaded on 3.
That's 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll bring them closer so you can see if it helps.
There we go. So we thread on the 3 of those.
I really love those.
So you've got that. And now you can either just do a loop or you can do a wrapped loop. Do a wrapped loop. So if you just bend that back a little way. And again, everybody does their wrap loops in different ways. But I just tend to wrap it around just a few times.
Using your fingers.
Yeah.
Because you can feel better then, can't you?
Yeah.
Because a lot of jewellery makers don't want to touch it. They use, I mean, I prefer using my fingers because I can feel sharp edges and I can just manipulate better. But I started off just using tools because I was sort of almost afraid to get my hands in there.
And sometimes, especially if you've got a little short piece, you can't get your hand in, then get your flat nose pliers to give it a bit of a tug on that. And then again, it's just opening up the head pin.
What have you got there, an eye pin, yeah? It's
just the shepherd hook, sorry. Close that.
And you're done.
And that's it. And obviously just do the other one. But as I say, what I would do is I would do the first section and then repeat it for the other earring. Because
then you've got perfect symmetry, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, I love them. But I mean, do you know what minutes that took you?
Yeah. So I mean, it's nothing really to sort of sit and make a few of those, you know, for a craft fair, having these sort of on your stall. We're catching the light when people are walking past.
That's so beautiful. I mean, these are an elegant night out, a dinner, aren't they, you know? Yeah. Gorgeous. And you know what? You get stacks of those on that one strand. Absolutely stacks. We've got another wonderful text message. Thank you so much for your interaction today. And it's from James. How lovely to have a chat. James writes, I'm loving the designs, exactly the style I wanted to learn to make. Very high end look, awesome. Thank you, James. And I think we got another one. James, send us in your wall of fame. We got absolutely loads, but we're going to read them after, are we? Okay, we have got so many. So if you want yours read out, please send them in within the next couple of minutes. AOGC95 is your item code for this wonderful Strawberry Fields kit. I do think elegance has definitely been a key word associated with your jewellery and the text messages Dion's just saying. So thank you so much for that. Right now, we're going to go and check out your wonderful designs for the first time today on the Wall of Fame. Welcome back, and don't forget, of course, today being Wednesday, Wicked Wednesday, is the draw just to make it Wonderful Wednesday. It was Wicked Wednesday, but now it's Wonderful Wednesday. And it is wonderful to see what you've been up to. And again, a very feminine, very pretty collection here. I really like, it's putting a big smile on my face thinking of spring and summer. Isn't this gorgeous?
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
I adore that bracelet. I'd wear that every single day.
They're almost like little shamrocks tied together, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Let me show. Do you know what? I don't think I've ever seen that kind of wire work before. It's number 388 from lovely Gloria in County Antrim, who writes, hi everybody at Jewellery Maker. I'm loving the show as always. Unfortunately, I've been off work for a couple of months and the shows have saved my sanity, but not my bank balance. Anyway, this is my first entry to the Wall of Fame. Your first, I wonder how long you've been jewellery making for? Because it looks like you've been jewellery making for a very long time. The pendant was a Christmas decoration that evolved, which I'm really pleased with, made from crystals from my stash. A crackled quartz and a shell flower from Jewellery Maker. The other is a bracelet made from puffy oval agates from JM, and more gemstones and wire findings on both from my stash. I hope you like them. They're not, do you know what? You're saying they're not up to standard of the other entry. They are. What are you talking about? This is wonderful. But I enjoyed making them and think they're lovely, and a win would be great to start the year. Keep up the great work and bargains and demos. Thanks again from Gloria. Gloria, you're a wonderful, wonderful jewellery maker, and get well soon. Number 388.
Okay, this is number 389. It's really pretty, isn't it? I love that swirl, that wire work.
I love the
really
colours.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Beautiful with a maxi dress, wouldn't they?
Yeah, and this is from Caroline in Burwash,
Where's
East
that?
Sussex.
Oh!
Okay, hi all at JM. Please find my attempt for this week's Wall of Fame inspired by Gemma, whose jewellery designs are amazeballs.
Yes, I love that.
All from JM and using 1.25 wire. I was gobsmacked to see my tip for polymer clay on your Facebook page last Friday.
Oh.
Quell surprise, ha ha ha. From Caroline in Burwash. So that
Caroline,
is
that is
it?
gorgeous.
And I like the way that she sort of put the little beads in between the wire loops.
With a beading thread.
Yeah.
Looks like she's hammered that as well, doesn't it?
It's got shine.
It is gorgeous.
It's pretty, isn't it? I like that.
I love this.
Elegant.
I love this. Number 391. I think this looks like something you'd buy from a jeweller's. It's fantastic. And it's from Katie, who writes, hey all at JM, this is my second Wall of Fame entry made with solid sterling silver chain and collar. Do you know what? I wouldn't outrule getting this valued, Katie. This is all silver. I'd love to. I mean, you sell that for quite a lot, I'm guessing. Silver chain and clasp, labradorite, silver pearls, and black banded agate. I really enjoyed the designer inspirations show so far this year, finding them very, very helpful. Well, Katie, short but sweet, number 391. You're wonderful. Look at that. Do you know, I just saw this and I thought, how amazing. Is it mesh over gemstones? Does it look like there's power shell or labradorite? Isn't that wonderful?
This is 390 and this is from Shirley. I don't know where Shirley's from. But she says, hi all at JM, here's my first entry to the Wall of Fame. I hope you like it, I love it, it's really lovely. The necklace is made with shell beads that I bought in a brilliant bundle of gemstones from JM. They are wrapped in silver wire mesh with freshwater pearls using 0.4 silver plated wire, and it's finished with a silver flash toggle clasp, flower toggle clasp, also from JM. I made a matching pair of earrings as well. I watch the show whenever I can and I'm always inspired by the fantastic design team. I have so much more confidence in my jewellery making now and it's all thanks to you guys. I would be over the moon if this actually got to be shown on one of your shows.
Absolutely,
well,
get shown. I've just realised this is actually being modelled by somebody. Did you realise that?
I didn't realise that, no.
How wonderful. It's either the most perfectly shouldered person I've ever seen or on a mannequin. It looks like a bridesmaid piece. It's gorgeous.
Beautiful that is.
392 I've got, and looks like garnet and using all that lovely texture. I love the mix of designs we've got today. And this is from the fabulous Faye Richardson, who writes, Dear Jewellery Maker, I'm sending this on behalf of Michael Bradbrook, written in capital letters. He made this set for his daughter Lisa, whose birthday it was last week. How wonderful, how gorgeous to have something your dad made you. All garnets and findings from Jewellery Maker. Good timing, she says. Thank you for your inspiration and temptation. Well done, Michael Bradbrook. You're wonderful. What a lovely daddy to do that. 392. Let us know if she loved it. Now, coming up after the break, we've got a host of treats and goodies for you. So do not go anywhere. Do you know what lots of you are asking? We've had so many brand new jewellery makers this morning. Lots of you asking, how do I do it? How do I get involved? We're going to show you right now.
There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the front page. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, you simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
'If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund. When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new jewellery maker hobby.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 6444 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker. Please don't forget to keep it interactive with us today. You can do so by sending us a text message. The number is 60777. Please start your text message with JM Studio, all one word. Or you can do it through the power of the website. Now, we've had loads today, so we're going to give you one more now, and it's from Diane in Berkshire, who writes, "Hi all, great," I'm going over here, great as usual. If you don't drive and can't do craft fairs to sell things, what a good way to get selling your work. Thanks, Diane. Do you know what? It's true. You can sell your jewellery on the websites and things like that, can't you? You don't have to go out and be able to drive everywhere.
And I think it's think outside the box as well. If you've got a local hairdressers, ask them if they've got a cabinet or a local craft shop, if they're willing to sell some pieces as well. So it's just think outside the box and go to different places and ask.
I used to own a little beauty bar in Cheltenham. That used to be my thing. And actually a lady came in and she bought her own glass cabinet and she would give us a certain percentage. And because people were coming in to have their nails done in there and bits done to go out, they would then go, ooh, that would go with my outfit. So it's a good idea. Right. Also, brides would come in.
If you do bridal jewellery, that's a perfect way of getting a market.
Nail bars, beauty bars, hair salons, places where we go when we're going out to get, it's a really great idea. I got another text for you, and it's from Anonymous, and we write, "Good morning, Jenny and crew. Jen, it was my 51st birthday yesterday." Oh. And you weren't on. I'm sorry. How rude. I know, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. With the children. You could try and make it up to me if you could possibly do a bargain with the melting pot, as I have a little birthday money to spend. Have we got the melting pot, please? Have we, Dion? Well, I need to know what your name is so I can sing happy birthday to you. Lovely to see you. Vivacious and bubbly as usual. Mwah. P.S. Do you... ... Oh, I can't bear a cliffhanger. It's worse than EastEnders. Give me the rest of your messages. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Yesterday, I in fact was at home because I was doing bits and pieces. And what day was it yesterday? Oh, my friend is moving out who used to live with me, and we went to have some card readings done, which a lot of people don't like and don't, but it was fun. We went and had a girly fun day to say goodbye. Now, I'm going to give to you. So I'm so sorry I missed your birthday, but I would have displeased my friend Alice if I hadn't gone with her. Now I'm going to give you 3 very important tools, in fact, especially if you're not if you're creating with, actually I'd say these are essentials no matter what. No matter what. I'm going to talk you through each individual element. I think the one you're going to use first of all, if you're like me, you're probably not, you're probably far more sensible, your wound nose pliers. These are the ones you reach for to make the loops, just those little P-loops that we just saw Janet doing actually. Now you'll notice that as they go further down towards the gripper, they act like a cone shape and they get larger, larger, larger. You can create your own jump rings if you go to the very large. You need these to start off coils if you're making coils with your wire work. And in fact, you can do your little springy coils with these indeed. So spirals, these will start off as well. Round nose pliers are one of those essential tools that you need. These have all got a nice, easy grip on the end of them, and I think they're a great unisex colour. So if you are creating with your husband, we're seeing a lot of husband and wife teams at the moment, and even saw a mother-son team come in on the business course the other day. Well, I thought it was her partner. She was so young. Anyway, have a look, because you've also got your chain nose pliers. Now, your chain nose pliers are the ones that you want if you're making chainmail or just for opening and closing jump rings. They're perfect for that because they get it, because you can see the nose snipes a little bit on the end. You'll get right in there They're also great at clasping hold of things for you while you're trying to work with them. But these are perfect for opening and jumping close rings, I was going to say. I meant opening and closing jump rings, of course. But you already knew that. Now, I'm going to give you the flat nose pliers as well. Essential for wire work. Like I was saying to you about a spiral earlier, you start the spiral off with your round nose pliers, then you grip onto it with your flat nose pliers and work it into a nice clean spiral. These are going to give you the edges that you need, and you'll see, in fact, quite importantly, you've got that larger edge there too. These are also great for work hardening. If you want to pat over your pieces to give it a bit of work hardening, these are essential tools, Janet, for you, aren't they?
They are. As you say, the flat nose pliers and the chain nose pliers, I've got a couple of pairs of both, and it's always good to have the both, because if you're opening and closing things, it's good, you know, or connecting things together, it's good to have the two.
Debbie Belford always says that, one in each hand,
yeah.
Job's so much easier.
It is so much easier when you've got the two. And the round nose pliers, like you say, you can you make jump rings, loops, spirals. You can do, well, they are an essential for me.
I always think we give such great value for tools as well, because again, shopping outside of here at Jewellery Maker, or not necessarily shopping, browsing, having a look, I did find that the generic price tag for tools was about £8.95 per tool. I'm going to give you all three, in fact, for £8.95, because I said to Dion earlier, so what price are the tools when you go out? I'm like, £8.95. To me, every time I see a tool in a big craft shop, it is £8.95 for one of these. So to get all three, what amazing value. And maybe you're replenishing your tools, maybe you're thinking about having two of each, maybe you've got a workshop, or maybe you want one in your bead room, you want to take one lot out if you're doing jewellery parties. This is a deal not to be missed. Janet, what would you say to anybody at home that's just starting off jewellery making?
Buy them, because with those and a kit, you know, you can get cracking.
Straight away. With a kit you can start making stretchies straight away, but
yep.
anything really beyond that you do need tools for.
Yeah.
What a perfect deal today.
And at that price, I mean, it's a great sort of starter.
And you've got
or just replenishing your own tools, you know. I mean, I've got some that I bought from Jewellery Maker a while ago, and I haven't even opened them yet, but I know they're there waiting for me.
And it's great to know that, and you know, there's nothing like getting out a nice brand new tool and thinking, ooh, this will make all my sharp edges. You know, it's just nice, isn't it? £8.95. FXG C85. Don't forget, if you've got an open basket with us today from all the fabulous deals we've been giving you, oh, that £9.95 wire, 100 metres, 0.6. If you want it, you've got to be really, really quick. I want a great one. You say you get both of these for under 20 quid. You get the £9.95 wire and these under £20, ready to go make your wire work project. So don't even hesitate. Pick up the phone and dial 0800 644 655. It is a free phone number. If you're dialing from a UK landline, you can, of course, as always, get involved with us online, all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Now, I'm going to give to you some more lovely findings. Crimp bead covers is what I've got here. Now, in fact, that's right, isn't it? Crimp bead covers, not crimp beads, yes. Now, we tried to give you these the other day, Dion and I, and it wasn't having any of it on the website. So we're going to try again for you, because these are a very popular finding. I got to say they're very important for my collections, and I'm pretty certain Janet's going to say the same thing. And judging by the amount of you that needed these the other day and our system wouldn't allow it on the website, you know, you will love this finding. And I'm talking to you, of course, about crimp bead covers. I'm just going to open these new tools, because I can, and show you how these work. Now, first of all, I think the important thing to note is, if you have used our non-precious metal findings, you'll know that a certain amount of, not force, but you need squidgeability to put them together. Squidgeability is a good word, huh? Now, I just made it up, it's not a real word, but have it, keep it, use it. Now, the squidgeability of these is pretty much zero. You just literally look at them and they close, and you say, you know, so you suggest it to silver and it goes, all right, and just does it. It gives in ever so easily, which I love about it. If only men did the same, eh? Now, you literally can use these. I think there's two main important factors when using. You see how I didn't even squidge it? It just went, okay, is that what you want me to do? Fine, I'll do it. Now, do you know, if only my animals were this obedient. Now, have a look at what you can do. Now, I use these, I was talking about, of course, the original reason for getting these is to cover up your crimp beads. But I think, well, I use these more for filling because, you know what, I'm so, see that just, because they're sterling silver, they just go, and they manipulate, they stay in place and they're lovely. Very well behaved findings indeed. Now, for me, I make a stretchy bracelet. I do this all the time, by the way, because I'm a klutz. Put them in, do my stretchy bracelet, knot it up, and then I think, don't tell me that's a blinking gap, because I worked really hard to make sure there was no blinking gap. There's a blinking gap. I don't want to unstrand it all. I've just worked really meticulously to get these in colour order or whatever. I'm not going to unstrand it. I am going to put a crimp bead cover in the middle instead and fill that gap. Not only am I adding perhaps value to the piece, so I'm just going to do this. You probably, I'm not very good at being able to do it and show the camera. I'm literally just popping that on the strand. Now remember, suggest the squidge. You literally tap it. If you've worked with non-precious metal findings, you'll know exactly what I mean. I made the mistake of first being a bit too heavy-handed and I squished mine, and then it was squished and that was that. Now just one in the centre makes, and you don't have to unstrand things. Now these are sterling silver, so perhaps now I've actually done myself a bit of a favour because I've used real silver. I think the perceived value of the piece of jewellery I've just created is going to be that little bit higher. Now if you continue to get gaps, you can see I could fit another one in there. Now I'm going to give you 9 karat gold and rose gold. Now Janet, talk to me about these findings. Are they indeed something that you do use?
I do. When you sort of finish a piece off, if you squish the crimp, sometimes instead of having just that flat edge, and sometimes the edge, if you've not done it properly, or it could be a bit sharp, so that covers all of that. And like you say, spacer beads as well, or just sort of put them into a design, make them a feature of a design as well. You know, they don't have to be hidden at the back of a neck or at the end of the bracelet.
Absolutely not. Yeah, I always think make a feature. But also, what about monofilament knots? Because I don't like seeing it. I don't mind seeing crimp beads if they're sterling silver. Yeah. But I don't want to see monofilament knots.
No.
I can cover them up with this?
Cover them up with, yeah, I mean the crimp will cover, if it'll go around whatever it is that you're trying to cover up, it'll cover it. And if when you get them, because as you say, they do close easily, some of them might have got, in transit, might have got closed. So just get your round nose pliers and put it on the top and just slide it down the round nose pliers, and that'll open it up a little bit for you.
That just opens them up, doesn't it? Because they do, literally, you look at these and ask them to close, and they do. They just give in for you. I like that about them. Now, here is the rose gold. You also get the 9 karat gold. You get 100 of each, so 200 in total. We're going to give you a fabulous deal. Now, there's already loads and loads of you there for 200. 200 precious metal elements. I'm going to give you one tiny weeny price tag, BUG C42. All of these for just £19.95 this morning. There are lots and lots of you shopping, and it is great to see your names. I have got Savaski in Surrey, Mal in West Midlands, Carol, you're shopping with us, Sandra, you're shopping with us, Maureen, Karen, Jennifer, Marie, Felicity, another Jennifer in Merseyside, you're shopping with us this morning. Brand new Jewellery Makers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. Welcome to Jewellery Maker. Don't forget your host of free goodies with your very first order. Your DVD, your step-by-step book, and your JM Hub magazine. Denise in Hampshire, you're shopping with us. Carol in Warwickshire, don't forget your 1 P&P all day long if you're stacking up. Julie in West Glamorgan, you're shopping with us. Just so many of you, £19.95, under £20 for 200 of these. Alison in Hampshire, you're there. Anonymous in Greater Manchester, you're shopping with us. Elizabeth in Tyne-and-Wear, you're shopping with us this morning. Sue, you're shopping with us this morning as well. Claire, you're shopping with us, as is Audrey. And Anne, you're all shopping with us. Great and glorious to have your company. Don't forget those text messages if you're coming through on the web. Don't forget to give us a little wave, a hello this morning. £19.95. If indeed it was your birthday yesterday, text me back and tell me your name so I can give you a proper birthday shout out. I do hope you had cake. I do. oh, what was her name? And I hope she gets taken out to dinner twice, because if you have a birthday in the middle of the week, you should go out at the weekend and on your actual birthday. It's law. Yeah. You get definitely 2 birthdays if you don't have a birthday in the weekend, I think. Don't you think that should be law? Absolutely. We're all in agreement. So if you're shopping this morning with the other half and you only got taken out once, what's he playing at? Tell him he's got to get you back out. Hi Jen, birthday grand, does it say? Birthday grand. The rest of my text was probably edited for TV, lol. Lynn in Kidderminster, P.S. I had a wonderful day and I'm glad you did too. I just didn't spend any money, love. Well, that's because people were spending money on you. Lynn, you're from the same place as Janet in Kiddy. So you should have been out last night. You should have been out with Lynn. It was her birthday. Well, it was the whole of Kiddy should have been celebrating.
We'll do it the weekend.
Yeah, should see you out in the weekend. Yeah. Do you know what? I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful birthday, and I hope you got spoilt lots. And if you did get some birthday money, I'm working on it for you. Please, melting pot deal, Dion. Any good? Any? Oh, she said Scott's saying no. Well, blame Scott. Blame Scott. We're trying for you. I'll keep trying. Have one of those tantrums. Scott always flakes on those. He has a meltdown. Now, you're going to put it in tomorrow. Okay, please. Right, let's go to... What shall I... Can I do the chords on the table? Thank you. I can't keep watching them. I love these summery colours, do you? And let's talk, because I'm thinking, I know I keep saying maxi dress today, because I'm a bit excited that the sun's going to come and out comes that summer wardrobe again. Oh, and it's so much comfier, isn't it? Just to sling on a maxi dress. Oh yeah, much better than trousers. Now I'm thinking the big over the head necklaces with all the knots in, big chunky necklaces, big chunky gemstones. And I've got to say, I am a big lover of these colours, a huge lover of these colours in fact. Tell me what you think. I have got such a wonderful yellow. I've got two different, I've got pink and then peach, and then I've got lilac, then I've got orange, the white, the cream, a different shade of pink there. These two are different shades, aren't they? This one's a little bit more peachy, but then this is being described as peach. And then you've got the turquoise and the blue. I love these. Kumihimo, macrame, friendship bracelets, wish bracelets, Japanese knotting. You could do the Celtic knot with these as well. You could do, of course, I've said macrame, have I? You could even weave with these. You could do just a regular basket weave, a really chunky basket weave bracelet would be absolutely stunning. Just simply plaiting these, it makes a really pretty necklace or bracelet. Now, Janet, how do you use cord?
I love Kumihimo.
Do you?
Yeah, so that'd be great for Kumihimo.
Perfect.
Yeah, and then obviously macrame. But I think with those, what I would do is knot them in between, like you say, some gemstones. Yeah. Long gemstones, some chunky ones and then some smaller ones. Maybe make some beady beads and thread those on as well. Just do a mixture of lots of different styles. Lots of different levels, couple of different colours in there. Yeah.
You could tie together at the top 2 different colours and then have, you know, the one coming here, next one on the next scoop, maybe 3 or 4. It's about layering this summer with your jewellery. It's going to be about lots of bangles, lots of layering. We're still sticking with that boho. We've got some lovely soft colours coming through this year though. Lots and lots of nude tones, neutral tones, which I very much enjoy. You have got white. A lot of you have been asking for white because we've got some white pearls coming up for you soon. So if you're thinking about knotting your pearls, I've got this for you. Now every single one is 1 mil thickness, which is important to you. If you need to know, beaded kumihimo would be great. Maybe incorporating some gemstones with some thin wire. Let us know what you're going to do with your cord. What glorious summer colours! I'm going to give you all of this cord for $12.95. No, I'm not, says Dion. No, I'm not. I've changed my mind. She's a woman. She's a Gemini after all. She's changed her mind. Her Gemini twin did not like that price tag. So Dan, under £10 at just £9.95 this morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're paying 99.5 pence per reel. On each reel, I'm going to give you 5 meters. You get 50 meters in total. This is an incredible price tag. 50 metres at £9.95. 1 P&P of £2 and 95 pence is what you're going to pay all day long, no matter how heavy your basket. Maybe you're thinking that these would be wonderful in the other crafts that you do get involved in. Maybe these would be great for card craft. Do you do any other crafts, Janet?
I don't really. No.
Just jewellery making.
Jewellery. Yeah, I don't have time to.
Do you know? Oh, well, I do a little bit of baking.
Yeah.
A little bit of caking. That's what I like to do. But jewellery making is where I love it the most. And I love, do you know what the thing is? I love the fact that you can almost think, oh, I can make that in this, I can make that in that. You can see things in the high street and think, oh, I could do that. You know, for half the price. And I think there's so many friendship bracelets out there at the moment, especially in the summer. If you're thinking about creating jewellery that you can sell as summer fates, because when we go to summer fates, I think children go out there with pocket money. They don't have £20 to spend on one piece. Actually, thinking about Mothering Sunday as well. Yeah. Do you know, at my son's school, you send the children in with £2 and they bring something back wrapped that they've chosen from the stall. If you are on the PTA or Friends of the school and you're thinking about doing that, you know, we did they had a little letter and they said, please send your child in with £2 so they can buy something for mummy on Mother's Day. Well, let's think about actually how you can then make them things that they can buy for £2, and then I guess they put the proceeds towards the school actually. So this is quite a nice medium to get hold of if you're going to do a Mother's Day stall at school. And if you weren't thinking of it and you are now, let me know, because I think it's quite a sweet idea to do that. What do you think?
I think that's great, and it's good to get the kids involved in that sort of, you know, in that sort of way. But like you say, this is an ideal way of making lots and lots of different things to sell in that way. You know, for the children
because kids don't have loads of money at school. You know, even when you take kids out to the fete and they say, can I have a couple of pounds to go and spend stuff, they might come over and buy a little bracelet for 50 pence or something like that.
You get quite a lot out of that as well. Friendship bracelets, you get a lot out of those.
50 metres, they're little wrists as well, just a little friendship bracelet, and they love it. We got loads of little wish bracelet. Janet's bought 2 of the. There's lots of multi-buyers, and I have another wonderful text message. Excuse the chin while I look up and read from Anonymous, who says, I have been bedridden for a long time. Sorry, it's so far away. I have to do that for a long time now, and had a stroke in December. God bless you. But your show brightens my day. The presenters make me laugh, and I learn so much from the demonstrators. I'm truly inspired by you all. I now have a huge stock, and I'm at last ready to start. So my bed will be covered in gems the rest of that. Well, God bless you, and please send us in your pieces to the Wall of Fame. I'm sure being bedridden, it's absolutely driving you nuts. So you spent your birthday in hospital? Oh no! Happy birthday, my darling. Apparently, what's the lady's name? I need to know. Anonymous, it says. Well, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful. Have another birthday that's not in hospital. I've decided that you should have another birthday. I hope you enjoyed your birthday nonetheless, even though it was spent in hospital. And I know they're so boring, hospitals, when you're in them and you can't. Oh, aren't they boring? Well, you know what, jewellery making, we should do, do you know what? We should go around the hospitals with reels, because it is boring. There's only so much TV you can watch, isn't there? Unless it's Jewellery Maker, of course. Now, we're going to, oh, where do these come from? Oh, look what's just arrived on my desk. I think McBots, otherwise known as Scott, has sent these gorgeous druses down. Oh, I love them. I love a bit of druzy. Aren't these wonderfully sparkly? Oh, we love a bit of sparkle, don't we? Now, I've been trying to restrain myself since the beginning of the show. Well, I can restrain myself no longer. I am a huge fan of pearls, and this strand has definitely got to go in my stash. Do you love pearls as well? Audrey Hepburn. That's what I'd do if I was at home and I was bedridden. After Jewellery Maker, breakfast at Tiffany's would go on in a loop. I love these. Oh, they're divine. Janet, do you love a pearl?
I love pearls.
Oh, good. I knew I liked you.
I think they're fantastic. And they're classic, but you can sort of you know, sort of modern, you bring them up to date and make sort of funky jewellery with them, but those, definitely classic.
I think they're everywhere. Do you know what it is,
They're
though?
just gorgeous.
Janet, they just look expensive.
Yeah.
My friend Alice and I went round a little antique shop yesterday, and they do have jewellery in there, and it's amazing how much, even, you know, the second-hand jewellery that you go and take it, and Alice is an absolute mad fan of pearls. She's always trying to get me to take her pearls back home, and they are expensive, Janet. They are, apart from here, every day I get gobsmacked at the price we give our
And
pearls
they're sizable as well, they're not tiny.
Absolutely, yeah, they're gorgeous. And you tell they're real.
Yes.
We're
by the
doing it,
luster.
they're telling me, right, we're doing those later, don't get excited. All right, I'm sorry. It's like shouting walkies at a dog. I can't help but wag my tail. No, I'm not going to do that. Can you imagine if everyone sat at home with their dogs now and shouted walkies? Don't do it, because my dog used to go nuts when I said that. No. Have a look at these. Huge. We gave these to you last week, and these are the last few. So we could be doing a bit of a cheeky deal. They make the perfect cuff bracelet. A great price tag is going to be yours, a very cheeky deal. Indeed, a big carat weight. I think you're going to be shocked at the price of these. I really do. They're amazingly huge. Absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? I'd like a big ring out of these, you know. I reckon that'd be stunning. I know, I've got to show you later. I am going to... Don't you think those are ace? Don't you think that's fab? Obviously, if I didn't have the rest of my strand, I'd be able to close my hand properly. Do you know, I'm so excited that it's going to be spring and summer, because I do love it. Do you think we're going to get some snow first?
I hope not.
Well, I kind of fancy a bit of one-day sledging would be all right, wouldn't it?
One day.
I think so. I bought a sledge. I'd be very disappointed if the 1 year I'm prepared for it, there's no snow. I'll go mudsliding. I'll go cheese rolling. No. Actually, I won't. That looks far too dangerous. Can we do the Tiger's Eye now? Oh, thank you. I thought you weren't going to let me. And then she said, I said you can go on. No. Oh, I'm so glad. Have a look, because we can do this now. Now, these I'm thinking, make your own ring shank out for these. Make a lovely gold ring shank. I actually think these would make stunning, stunning cufflinks. They'd be big and chunky and statement, wouldn't they? And I think quite a powerful cufflink. Now, it's important to note that the facets reach both sides of these gemstones, because often we give you a flat-sided. These are both faceted, which I love. Now, I'm thinking about these as simple, stretchy summer bracelets. Actually, they'd be really seasonless, wouldn't they? Because you could wear these in the winter for your chunky knits. But then again, big chunky, you know, when you start wearing the sort of more wooden style gemstones in the summer, that nice lightweight look, I think these have got that kind of edge to them, Janet, haven't they?
And like you say, in a simple stretchy, they're perfect. But like you say, cufflinks. So if you make cufflinks for your partner, make a nice statement ring for yourself, you go out for the evening or something, and you've got matching.
All posh and becks.
Yeah. That'd be good.
I've just decided I'm going to start doing that from now on. I'm sure my other half's going to be delighted. No, we're going to give you all of these, and they're very statement, for just £6. And I mean, have we seen Tiger's Eye way smaller for more? Yes, we have. This is a very cheeky deal, and do you know why? Let me explain to you. I think as a new jewellery maker, we do make a lot of stretchies, but we stick to the round. I did not move away from a round gemstone for a very long time. How about creating that same simple style, but with a statement gemstone, getting a different look entirely? You've just started working with polymer clay. These would be wonderful with a polymer clay bead in between. It'd also be great if you want to make your own polymer clay bezel. I really enjoy the chatoyancy of these, and I think if you're doing wire wrapping like Laura Binding does, these are awesome. Now, we have a very small amount of these, and there's lots of you on the phone lines. Can I just encourage you to multi-buy, particularly if you're thinking about wire work pendants or pairs, cufflinks, anything like that? I'm going to count them, and I think you'll be shocked at how many you're getting for just £6.95. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now, I think it's a very clever strand to buy if you are selling your jewellery on. I think if you're thinking about gemstones that could perhaps and potentially, you tell me, make you a little bit of profit, well, actually, I don't think it would be a little bit. At $6.95, I think you'd sell one ring for more than that price tag, wouldn't you? Let me know what you're going to do with these. Esther in County Down, you're multi-buying, well done. Janet in Derbyshire, Lauren, Jennifer, Siobhan in Monmouthshire, gorgeous part of the world. Pamela in Glamorgan, you're there. Marie in Bedfordshire, Anna, you're shopping with us today. Christine, John and Janet, the 2 J's, just like Jenny and Janet this morning, you're shopping with us. Mercedes in Cambridgeshire, you're going to make something very posh with these. Cheryl in Birmingham, what a gorgeous name, and what a gorgeous place to come from. Rosalind in Lanarkshire, Mrs A in Kent, you're buying in multiples. Geraldine in Gloucestershire, where all the wonderful people come from. Kim, Joanne, Emma and Hayley and Margaret of Gwent. Karen and Deborah, you're there. Marion in Cleveland, you're there shopping with us. Jane in Caerphilly, gorgeous at Caerphilly at £6.95. Oh, it's so lovely to see you all, isn't it? Betty in Yorkshire, multi-buying along with Esther. Congratulations, Sue, you've got yours. Lucy in Greater London, you've got yours. Anonymous buyer in Yorkshire, you've bought 2 of these, so well done to you. Gosh, there are so many of you coming through. I am definitely encouraging a multi-buy at $6.95. Don't expect to see this price tag again. Christine in Carmarthenshire, hello, hello, hello. Anne in Aberdeenshire. Jennifer in Hampshire, you've bought 2 of these as well. Loads of you. CAGP75. You know what, Janet, at that price tag, I am buying 2, just like with the gold. The gold findings I fell in love with earlier for under a
Definitely,
£5.
and as you said, excuse me, if you make rings, I would say if you put some gold-plated wire with that, £10. I would charge you £10.
How many did I say were on the strand?
There's a lot on there.
I'm going to see, because I'm going to work out how much profit then. That's 160 quid.
So if you just make 16 rings, and you put a different design, different swirl of wire on the front of each of them, you know, I mean, that's a huge profit.
Especially if you bought the wire deal we got today. I was just going to
say, if you got the wire, perfect. Is that the 0.6?
That's the 0.6.
See, no, the 0.6.
Yeah,
you could do that, or if you just go round the shank a few more times than you would maybe with the 0.8.
Yeah.
But that and that strand together, imagine how much profit those 2 together could make you.
Let's give up the day job, girls. I'm buying a load of these and the wire. We're going to work the craft stores of the world. It's happening. I get so tempted to do that all the time.
Yeah.
It's an amazing thing. But then I do love it here, so I ain't going nowhere. £6.90. Would they let me in? It would be like the time I went to bingo. 5 minutes I lasted in there. Too loud. Too loud. They hated me. £6.95, which is a shame because I loved it. I got too excited. Now, can I just show everybody this, please? Because it's so gorgeous. Thanks, Leon. Look at this. Oh, are you booking your summer holiday? Are you looking in brochures right now and seeing that cool blue of a pool that you just want to dive into? Oh, I bet Claire's booked a holiday. She's always going on holiday, my director. Where are you going this time? She has, yeah. She's going to Iceland. Well, that's chilly, but that's beautiful. Cape where? Cape Verde. Do you know she's only just, Dominican Republic? See Sarah Elvin with her free holiday to the, wherever it was in the, oh, I tell you. And Dion, don't even get me started on my producer, he's going on a cruise. You're going around America? Oh gosh, you are. I tell you what, Janet.
We're doing something wrong.
Well, you know what? I know what I did wrong. I had them pesky kids. I've got to go to kids related. Oh, I love it, really. Have you got children, Janet?
I haven't, no.
So you can
I've got no excuse,
off.
yeah.
You can fly off. You can go with Dion on a girls' cruise. Now, can I please show the higgledy-piggledy pearls? Thank you. These make an amazing cuff, Janet, don't they? They remind me of Sheila, these pearls. They do, straight away, the colour. Yeah. Very classy.
And you don't have to do a lot with them either. You just
I'd make a cuff bracelet like that.
Yeah, and that's it. The job's done for you, really, with the design, with the cut of them.
Aren't they beautiful? They're
Really
just
pretty.
gorgeous, aren't they? Gosh, look at everybody. Lisa in Gloucestershire on the phone lines at the moment. I think there's more and more jewellery makers in Gloucestershire now. Now, I must go to a bead meet. Shall we do the next kit of the day? Peach sorbet. Oh, I love sorbet. Oh, I love it. Oh yeah, that's summery as well, isn't it? I want to know where you've booked your holiday to. Let us know. We're doing another Griswold holiday, packing up the kids, packing up 1 million children in a car and driving across France for 8 hours. It is going to be exactly like National Lampoon's Vacation. Where, now, Kerry, you're going to the US of A. You're having a little bit of a tour, aren't you?
We're going to New York.
She's going to New York, New York. Now, when are you going next week?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. How long are you going for?
5 nights.
I'm going to tell you something afterwards. My uncle lives out there, and you could go and he'll take you around. Now, have a look. Oh, you got some stunning moonstone in here. I bet you were happy.
When I opened it, they were stunning.
Look at this. The quality. Oh, do you know what? Just the sound. Moonstone. I think when you give moonstone or you receive moonstone, it sounds a little bit magic, doesn't it? Well, it is. It's a gemstone used in The Lord of the Rings, a film I'm extremely obsessed with. I love all of that magic and fantasy, and you can see it in strands. I think moonstone. Do you know what? Every time I touch moonstone, it makes me feel all funny. I love it. It's so smooth, isn't it? It's silky. It's magical looking to me, anyway. I love that. It's like the reflection of the moon on the water. I just think there's something very mysterious about moonstone. This is a genuine gemstone. The quality is outstanding on this strand. Now, I enjoy moonstone a lot. I would want to make something very special out of this strand. But again, you know, like I was speaking to you earlier about colour, very important, this peach tone for the summertime. We're going very nude, very neutral summer tones that are going to be fashionable this summer. And I've got to say, I mean, this really is a beautiful, beautiful strand. Now I'm going to give you some crackled quartz. These are fantastic because they're 4 mil. And I love a crackled quartz. Now, to get that crackling, and I know I've told you this before, for anyone who's never heard it before, to get that crackling, you heat it, until it can't stand it no longer. And then you plunge it into cold water. It's like when you go in a sauna and you're supposed to get out and you can't quite bear to put yourself in that plunge pool. So you don't, but we do with this. And then it crackles. Well, I feel I would crackle, do you? And then it crackles and you get the most amazing light refraction. It just bounces the light everywhere, and these just give you the most glorious glow. And in a 4 mil, yes, a beaded chain, yes, you could use these with your bead loop. Maybe you've been waiting for the 4 mil in the crackled quartz. Then I'm going to give you something deeper. I'm going to put this next to the moonstone because I believe this is a very summery strand next to turquoise. I think it's stunning next to turquoise. And again, I'm going to give you gold beading thread. Now I'm thinking of Pat in Spain now with all her lovely terracottas and the sunshine. And actually I do think quite a lot of Spanish pieces have those striking, strong colours. You see a lot of terracotta in Spain, I think, don't you? So unless it's just me. No, you do. And I think terracotta and bright colours together are very, very, bright sort of blues. Also very Greek, isn't it, to have terracottas and bright blues and oranges. And so it is very summery indeed, because I think when you first look at orange, you think autumn. But actually, no, I think all over the world, it's a very summery colour. So I'm going to give you your beading thread, your elastic, and your monofilament. Now I'm also going to give to you your findings. Of course I am. And peach moonstone. It's got to be rose gold findings with peach moonstone, of course. 2 pairs of shepherd's hooks, your toggle clasps, your eye pins and head pins. You have got your 9 inches of heart link chain. My favourite thing about these findings is that heart link chain. the toggle clasp as well as a close second. You've also got your lobster claw clasp with its matching jump ring. You've got your crimpy beads with your crimp bead covers, and you've got your 3 open jump rings too. SVG C79. Now the moonstone on its own actually, wasn't that about £14? £14.95. Oh, see. The findings are £14.95. So those two on their own are what, £30 altogether. Plus then you've got your monofilament, and you've got the 2 other gemstone strands in there as well. So you should be paying what, toward over 40 quid for this? You should be over £40. SVG C39 is your item code. I'm gonna go. Dion's gonna go. Where's my graphics gone? They're coming back. Do you know what it's gonna look nice with? Your wire deal. We're going to give you another cheeky price tag. We're going to read your text message out momentarily as well. All of this for just £24.95. A great price tag when you think that actually the moonstone, the 1 strand, and the findings on their own should be just shy of £30. SVG C 390800 644 655 if you're dialing. It's a free phone number from a UK landline, or the www.jewellerymaker.com if you're shopping with us online this morning. It really is wonderful to have you on board. Now, without further ado, let's trot over with an about turn and go and visit that fabulous lady from Kiddie. Let's go and see what Janet's done. Come on, let's go over. Now, Janet, you had this kit, and the moonstone is going to be one of the first things that you saw.
Yeah, I just thought they were beautiful. Like you say, just the shiller on them is just gorgeous.
I love the higgledy-piggledy. All those earrings are pretty. It's all about that moonstone, isn't it?
I think the carnelian goes with it really lovely, but the star of the show is the moonstone.
These earrings are fab. Your little spirals.
Yes.
I love those.
And it was just a couple of head pins that were sort of left over, so I thought, well,
How
we'll
did you
make.
get so neat? Which
Did it with the rounded pliers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then just pulled it out, just opened it out.
Oh, so you did a coil and then pulled the coil. Oh, let's start with these earrings here first. Now, you know me, I love a dangly earring. I think these are gorgeous, and to use that chain in there as well. To use that heart chain in there, beautiful. And in fact, I'm very much enjoying the rose gold together with that, with the agate, because I wouldn't necessarily have done that. I'd have put regular 9-carat gold. Yeah. It works really nicely, doesn't it? I really like this. This is the bracelet that made me smile. Higgledy-piggledy weave. Isn't that fab? That would look good on a necklace as well, wouldn't it? I think that's, I mean, I like things, it's quirky. Yeah. And I like quirky jewellery.
And I think the crackle quartz as well is perfect for that sort of design.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. I love the way it undulates. Now, have a look at this. Oh, that moonstone, I'm in love. Isn't it beautiful? What a gorgeous, gorgeous weave. So we're coming down here, we've got 2 strands running through. And then you've got the little circles which seem to make up, you can see this is all working in a circular, in fact, and then back into the 2 strands. That's gorgeous.
I'm going to do a demo on that one. So
oh, fabulous. So I won't talk through it too much, because I just thought, right, I just want to have it. Now, some really classic earrings is what you've got here, working on the graduation, getting larger down towards the shoulder line. Now, I love, now these, that's the colour, everyone's going to be, now these are very elegant.
Yes. But that's using all 3 strands again, and just picking out the lighter tones of the carnelian plain rounds.
Those plain rounds work really well. Yep. That tone actually, they are gorgeous, aren't they? You can't have them, Dion, because I've already planned that I'm going to put them in my ears any second now. And then look at these. You're going to love these, Dion, look. Now these are cute. Aren't they gorgeous? Helter-skelter earrings. I love them.
Yeah, they're quite effective, but again, it's 2 head pins, 2 little crackle quartz, and that's it. You've got
they're fun, but they're delicate at the same time. Claire, get a photo of those earrings, because I'm going to put them in my ear in a minute. And then have a look at this gorgeous, yeah, she said, as if I'm not 1 step ahead of you. I love beading thread at the moment, and again, a very classic. I've got this wonky look, there you go.
No, it's meant to be
Very
like
classic.
that. It's sort of asymmetric, so it should be on the.
Oh, it should be on
the one key. The other way. Oh,
so like that?
That way. Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh, I like that.
No, it's actually the other one. Can I do it? Do you mind?
No, gosh. There we
you
go.
go.
That
Put
way,
in the
that
middle.
way.
There you go.
There we go. Get it right, Jenny Cleary. There we go. Oh yeah, because you've got the different colours there on that one side. Yes.
But I just love, again,
Gorgeous.
using the beading thread. I just love that pattern, the way it sort of.
I love the
drops there.
circles. It's futuristic, actually, isn't it?
And
I
again,
like
it's sort of that stargazing live that I've been watching. That's sort of my take on the Milky Way again.
Have you been watching that? How wonderful is... Oh, yeah, I like stuff like that too.
Brian Cox.
Now, you're going to give us a demo on this wonderful piece while I model the earrings for you. That's what I'm doing, of course. It's another word for... Do you see what Cass is doing? This. Now, I love this. I love the drop that you've done. So where do we start, my darling?
If we start at the bottom, I'll just twist your hand a bit.
So you started from the tassel, did you?
Yeah. Excuse me. Right, so what I did is I took a length of the heart chain and just slipped the beading thread through the middle link of the heart chain. Then slipped on one of the round carnelians onto both of the beading thread. So we've got that little tassel effect there. And then it was simply the sort of like the ladder weave. I think it was a ladder weave. Let me just have a quick look. Yes.
Shall I bring it closer to you? Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pop it over there because I reckon it's really difficult.
Right, okay.
Look at that Sheila!
Beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, it is. That's easier now, isn't it, if I put it there?
Thank
You
you.
can see it. There you go.
Right, so we put one carnelian on either side. So you've got one either side of your first one. Take a fourth one and then thread both sides through that fourth one. So you're starting off that sort of ladder weave. I can't actually see that little hole in there. There we go. Right, so if we pull that then, the first one is a bit sort of fiddly because it will tend to jiggle around, but if you give it a good tug, it'll go into place. So you've got that there. Then we start with the moonstone. So if we put 2 moonstones on, so if we start at the bottom and then work up, for me it was easier. Sorry Jenny, I didn't want to blind you with the beading thread.
Don't worry.
Right, okay. So that's 2 moonstones.
Okay.
Either side. So you've got that effect. Then another one, I'll just do this quickly. And again, back through with both of them. There we go. So you see it starts to build up that ladder, sort of that pattern. There you go, so you've got that. And then we repeat that with the moonstone. And then I'll show you, because when we get to the top of that section, then we add another piece of beading thread so that we can continue up the necklace. So that's 2 more. And 1 more for the final front section. Put that through there. And these are so easy to work with as well. There you go. So that sort of sits. So you've got that section there.
Okay.
Now we're going to sort of go off both sides of the necklace. But to do that we need 2 pieces of beading thread. So what I did is I just simply added another piece of beading thread through there, through that centre one. And then we're ready then to go off along here.
Yeah, sorry, I've just clicked on that you've just added the other bit as that framework. Yes, it makes perfect sense.
So now we're at this point.
Yeah.
And then we move on to here.
Okay.
Because I tend to start at the centre. I know some people sort of work from the sides in.
It makes sense to save on your findings, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because you've used that point there.
Yeah, to connect.
You've added it onto the beading thread rather than have to add it onto a jump ring or something
That's
like
right.
that. It
so
makes
you've
sense.
got that jump ring then for something else, haven't you?
It's like films. They film backwards, don't they?
Yeah.
That's
I said yes, but I don't know.
Yeah, most films, I think, well, they used to be filmed backwards, and then you can just run it straight away, can't you? So that's why you did it, Janet.
That's what it is. I knew that really.
Yeah, she's the Spielberg of Jewellery Maker.
That's what it is. Right, so then put 2 of the carnelian, 2 on one side, 1 on the other, and bring the thread through that third one. I'm going to lean in and cover it over. There we go. So we've now got that section. You need to pull that tight just to keep these tight. Then when you pull that, that should go into shape. So then you've got that section, which is this little section here. And again, then it starts with the moonstone. And then when you get to a point that you think, well, that's enough, I quite like that, then you just put the two pieces of beading thread together. I'll show you this last one, and then I'll show you what I mean. So again, it's one on either side, one that both beading threads go through. And I think the ladder weave is an easy technique, but I think it's just adapting it to different designs, and people can use it in different ways.
It's the recipe for your beady bead as well, isn't it?
Let me just pull that so we can get that straight. There we go. So now we've got that. So now we're at this section here, and then all I did was bring the two together, put on a carnelian. They are carnelians, aren't they?
Let me have a look. Yeah, they are carnelian, yeah.
Right, so.
I thought they were agate at first, but they're not. They can't. You've got such a beautiful peachy carnelian in there, haven't you?
So then on that side, that one's gone a bit squiffy, but once you've done this side as well, it'll hold it in place. There we go. So there you go. So you've got that pattern, and then all you do then is continue to bead along as that one is, and then just repeat that on that side, and then I just got up to a certain point, sort of collarbone, and crimped it, just so that you've got that little crimp. You can put a crimp cover on there, and then just left the two threads.
I quite like the way you've crimped. Now people are asking what kind of clasp you've been using for this.
Okay, for this I use the lobster claw clasp.
Because it's more delicate.
Yeah, and on there I just dropped a little bead, and the lobster claw clasp is lovely. And because I'm using just the two wires, what I like to do is I fold back my beading thread.
And then you don't snip that off?
What I do, no, I go through the loop, back through the crimp bead, and then back through the crimp bead, so you've got that little loop there.
So you've got that perfect circular.
Yeah, and then I snip it off on the top at the front. And then if that seems to hold it away from the neck as well, so if there are any sharp bits.
Oh, that's a great tip.
So if I'm using just two threads, I do that, just to give it a bit more of a feature as well at the back.
Fabulous. Thank you so much. I've had loads of positive texts about today's show, and in particular Janet's wonderful jewellery designing. So thank you so much for those. Keep them coming. We'll be reading them out very, very shortly for you. Right now, it's time to go and check you out for the second time today on the Wall of Fame. You're watching Jewellery Maker, and it's now time to see how you bring the gemstones to life. And to life they are right here. A wonderful serpentine design. Number 395. This is...
Ooh, like that.
You know me and my Egypt, lots of snakes in Egyptian jewellery, isn't there? And this is from Roz, lovely Roz, who's a very, very regular name that pops up on my screen. Roz writes, hi all at Jewellery Maker Towers. My entry for this week's Wall of Fame is a tiger's eye nugget wire bracelet with a snake head and green agate seed bead eyes. I used all Jewellery Maker components, including the gold 0.8 and 0.25 wire. Love, Roz from Edinburgh. Roz, I love this. I love them on the arm as well in the summer. They look awesome, don't they?
That's really
and
pretty.
Roz, you're number 395. Ooh.
Okay, we've got, beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is 393, and it's from Monique in Redditch, so just down the road. So, hi JM, this is my first entry to the Wall of Fame. A lot of first entries, which is good.
This is wonderful. She must have been, she's been jewellery making for a while though, right? 18 months.
Right. Wall of Fame using Mookaite puffy ovals from JM and antiques bronze findings from my stash. I've been making jewellery for about 18 months. Well, that's not bad, is it, for 18 months?
Brilliant.
Practice. That is really beautiful. And
really
Mookaite is gorgeous, isn't it?
It is. I love Mookaite.
And it goes lovely with the antique bronze.
I think they go hand in hand, don't they?
Yeah.
And you've got such solid tone with Mookaite. That's why I like to pick it, because you want that solid tone.
Beautiful.
It's really pretty.
Well done.
check out this one with Tiger's Eye. And I think the focus has been very much on Tiger's Eye or Chatoyan gemstones today. 396 is from Susan Pamby, who's from Cambridgeshire, the lucky duck. Cambridge is beautiful, isn't it? Have you ever been there?
I don't know, I can't remember.
You'd know about it. It is that gorgeous. Necklace and earrings are made with golden Tiger's Eye and 925 solid sterling silver findings in yellow gold. I love the shows and the presenters and guest designers give loads of inspiration. Many thanks, Sue in Cambridgeshire. Oh, gorgeous. I'm going to Cambridgeshire on Sunday, Sue. I might see you. Come and find me. Oh, right. Are these hat pins?
I don't know. They're pretty, aren't they?
Gorgeous.
And the little spirals as well. 394.
I bet they go in the hair. You know, like those little Japanese hairpins.
Yes, they'd look great, wouldn't they? Like
yes.
That. And this is from Carol McDonald. She says, "This is hiya. Here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. I made these ones for my grandson. Oh, made with. I'm assuming she means made with materials bought from Jewellery Maker, from Carol McDonald in Fife in Scotland.
Oh, do you know what they are? They're wands. It says in the. Oh, I bet he loves a bit of Harry Potter. Wingardium Leviosa.
I love these little stones in here, these little spirals.
Gorgeous.
Really
now,
beautiful.
Let me show you what else I've got. Here you go. From Fabulous Viv. You have got, is that mookaite again? Gorgeous. Gorgeous mookaite with those wonderful wire work. Again, those spirals, absolutely stunning. Vivian Carrick. I'm related to the Carricks, Vivian. Here is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. And in fact, Vivian, because of that, I won a lot of money on a horse called Carrick Boy, because that was my grand's maiden name. I've used 1mm antique bronze wire and Tiger's Eye rounds from large rondelles, picture jasper rounds and unikite rounds. I made all of the components myself and I'm feeling really proud of how it turned out. As ever, everything is bought from Jewellery Maker. I hope you like it. We love it. I will be making a matching bracelet and ring to go with it. Best wishes from Viv in London. Viv, I love this because I do like a spiral actually. Do you?
I do.
They're quite therapeutic to do.
But the links as well. The links are lovely.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Now, talking of beautiful, I have got a stunning stone. This is proper swimming pool blue or lagoon blue, isn't it? Really fresh, dive-inable colour. Don't forget we are choosing the draw today of the Wall of Fame as well, so plenty to stay tuned for. We will be right back with this gorgeous strand after this.
Join Jewellery Maker on Wednesday the 15th of January for our fashion focus show. Guest designer Natalia Coleman will be focusing on the spring collection for this year. With boutique inspiration and the must-have looks, be sure to tune in. The fashion focus show only on Jewellery Maker.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B989HF.
Our standard delivery is now only £2.95 per day, regardless of how many pieces of jewellery are added to your order. Delivery takes between 4 to 6 working days, and if you want your jewellery quicker, simply speak to our call centre about our premium delivery service. This Wednesday on Miss It Miss Out, tune in from 5 to 9 PM to see guest designer Sarah.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker. Let me give you a sneaky peek of the wonderful druzy strand I've got coming up for you later. Do you know, I always love a bit of druzy, do you? And these rounds are quite, but do you know what? I love having rounds like this because I think they're a bit teasing. You see this wonderful frosted strand and then you get this blam of sparkle, and I love that. It reminds me of like earthquakes and stuff, you know, when the earth splits open. I like mainly in films. Now, can we do it now? Thank you. I think if you've been trying to book your holiday, which a lot of us have been doing, haven't we, after Christmas, because you think, right, that's over, what now? What can I think about now? Holidays! Everybody seems to be booking their holidays. When you walk past the estate agents, they're all bustling at the moment, aren't they? And if you have been flicking through brochures like I have, you'll be seeing a lot of this colour. Wonderful. Wonderful swimming pool blues, lagoon blues. If you're lucky enough, like Dion, to go somewhere exotic, maybe the waters of Barbados or the Dominican Republic, and Jamaica says, you've been there a few times, haven't you, Dion? Dion says, this reminds me of Jamaica. It's the colour of the sea in Jamaica. I've never been there. They're very spoilt, this crew. Do you know that? Now, I just enjoy this colour because it reminds me of summertime. I most certainly would want to put this with some citrine. I want to add the sunshine to that. Maybe I want to put this, actually, I also want to add a bit of sandy tones too, because the white sands and the blue sea, I would make a feature out of that. So if you've got those lovely sandy whites, I actually wouldn't rule out putting the pearly whites with this as well. Very summery. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm teasing you with a lovely warm holiday. Let's take your mind there now. Let's most certainly work our way towards the holes. Now, I'm thinking about these cascading with gold or silver. Actually, gold's going to warm it up a lot. Silver's going to keep it cool. So if you are lucky enough, couldn't believe Sarah Alvin's dad's taken the whole family to somewhere in one of the wonderful islands. Anywhere she wants in the Caribbean, anywhere she wants. That would be like a dream prize, wouldn't it? Well, this is the kind of tropical blue you're gonna see, I think. I can only dream, I've never been. How gorgeous. In tassels. How wonderful in little drop earrings with a post and butterfly back. Just one of these, but also how gorgeous is the flowers. Now, Janet, how important is striking colour in your collections? I think it's really, especially when you're coming up to sort of summertime as well. Like you say, you want these sort of vibrant colours, bright colours, and with that, I would make a flower ring. Yeah, nice flower ring. Put something in the middle, maybe a little pearl in the middle would be nice. Little rice pearl cluster would be beautiful. That'd be great, wouldn't it? I do like this with gold brown. If you've got Rachel Norris's DVD, she's got the centre of her flower is this blue, this colour blue, really striking, with the gold leaves and the gold petals. It really works very well indeed. Works really well with purple as well. If you've got, you know, the really light lavender amethyst, that looks beautiful with these. Now they're 10 by 8. This is a brand new strand. CHG P54. You've got 80 carats of gorgeous blue crackle quartz. 0806 444 655 is the number to be dialing, or the w's.jewellerymaker.com if you're getting webby with us. This morning we're going to give you all of these beautiful fresh droplets of colour for just £9.95, but not, says Dion, your launch price today. She's such a teaserama. You're such a teaserama. We're going to take these down for you because we love you. Because it's January. Just £7.95. You know what to do. A brand new price tag, a brand new strand, a host full of opportunity, scope for your design. Think about what colour. Oh, I do think antique bronze would work with these. I also think if you're going fun, chartreuse or baby pink wire would work with these really well indeed. What about the turquoise wire we've got that Alison made her original birdie out of? I think that would look gorgeous. What about all of those fabulous colours of beading threads you've just bought? How stunning would these look in the hair? Something blue for the bride along with her pearls. Fantastic sewed into a garter. Don't outrule these in bridal jewellery because they are gorgeously blue, aren't they? I have got Nicoline in Berkshire, lovely to have you. June in Aberdeenshire. Elsie, you're there from Northumberland. Kathleen in Buckinghamshire. Jane in Caerphilly, and Janet in Berkshire's bought 2 of these. Loads of brand new jewellery makers. You're all there, stacking up on the phone lines for just £7.95. You have got a beautifully striking gemstone. I think I'm warming to gold with these. I do. And let's have a look. You know those lovely gold beads we bought earlier? How gorgeous would they go? Really nicely indeed, wouldn't they? Yeah, I like that a lot. I think that's beautiful. Now, I'm going to give you something else beautiful. Got a bit short there. And let's give you a huge bundle. You've got absolutely loads in here. Let's start. Oh, I think this is a bundle of opportunity, actually. I'm going to give you a whole host of shape, size, and different gemstones. Let's start with droplets, and this reminds me of droplets of rain after a thunderstorm. You know how everything seems to just drip, drip, drip after a thunderstorm, and the thunderstorm gives us that wonderful flash of sheet lightning. I do love a good thunderstorm, do you? Have a look at that colour. Just superb. Labradorite is a wonderful gemstone. It was voted your favourite gemstone both 2013 and 2014. So it's this year's, it is 2014, isn't it? Yeah, this year's favourite gemstone. And I'm also going to give to you, gosh, I've got so much. Which one should I go with next? I'm going to go with the rounds. What colour? What colour? Almost Nemo colours together there, aren't they? And you've got the facets. Perfect one if you are thinking about doing Shambhala style bracelets or beady beads. Now I'm also going to give you, and I love these blues. Look at this for a blue. Just stunning. And that's a beady bead, isn't it? That's a wiggly weave right there. You're going to really love the plain rounds I've got for you. They're just going a little bit deeper in shade, actually. So if you want to do a graduation, I think it works really nicely. If you can take a gemstone down one tone, which you've done here, perfect. More blues with the sodalite, denim blues this time, and mottledy, not clarity that we're looking at here, but we're looking at those patterns and the way they offer us design and texture. Again, very sort of almost like the texture you see from a textile, very denim stonewashed jeans, aren't they? Then let's talk about something that's going to give you a bit of shabam. And here it is. Look at these. Now these most certainly I think are for those young funky jewellery maker. Well, do you know what? Or if we just like to wear something a bit young and funky, and I don't like doing it in fashion, but I'd rather in clothing, but I'd rather do it in gemstones. See, I'd wear these in a ring, and actually, altogether they are kind of pizzazzy. But if you take them individually, this one almost looks kind of pressed flowers, and if you imagine a beautiful dress of black and yellow, I think they go so nicely. Then I'm going to give you that strand, that must-have strand that gives you every single colour, and they're powerful, these ones. So your colour block strand there, and then all right, we need some subtlety. We need a bit of harmony. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to give you a very harmonious strand in the side drilled, diamond drilled squares is what I'm trying to say. Then I'm going to give you the marquees, and I think these go very well together indeed. Aventurine, it's always something I suggest actually, isn't it? And rose quartz together, they're beautiful, very, very vintage. Then I've got the most amazing shape for wire wrapping. Look at these jaspers, aren't they wonderful? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 strands. Different shapes, different sizes, different colours, different seasons, different designs. Scope for your designs, put them together, separate them, use them as a mega stash builder. Maybe you're shopping today, trying to buy someone a gift that's a jewellery maker and you're not quite sure where to go. Get them a bundle of everything, because we want a bit of everything. There's no such statement ever said by the jewellery maker as I have enough beads and thread and wire. Definitely never said by any of us, don't you think? JOGC29, and do jog onto the phone lines 0800 644 655 or get yourself webby with us today, or the w's.jewellerymaker.com. At £2.49 per strand, you're paying £24.95 for all 10. When you think about what you're paying for the individual genuine gemstone strands, that is a deal and a half. Janet, if you're at home shopping, and I know that you did shop with us before you came here, is it deals like this that you just thought unmissable?
Definitely. I mean, you see those and you think you'll get those home and just to put in your stash. And you might not think you're going to use them straight away, but you put it together with other things that you've got, and you can never have enough gemstones. You can never have enough. Like
I said, I think we should all make T-shirts saying I've got enough. I've got enough in my stash, said no one ever. Yeah. Is the T-shirt you should have. £24.95. I just think we can't get enough as crafty people. We need more, don't we? JOGC29, Lauren in Anglesey, Claire in the city of Bristol, Margaret, Jelena. I love the name Jelena. Sue and Maureen, you're there. Tina and Sheila and Sandra, Marinda in Angus and Janet in County Durham. Lauren in Anglesey. Oh gosh, it's so lovely to see everybody's names lighting up my screens. Use your debit cards or your credit cards. Don't forget your text messages. Should we read some out in a minute? Anne in Warwickshire, Kathleen in Buckinghamshire. You're all shopping with us today here at Jewellery Maker. 10 strands for a very small price tag. We're going to read them now? Yeah, we are. I had to turn Dion down. Now, here we go. Is that from Sian in Gloucestershire? Oh, Shani Wani. Yes, Jenny, you must come to the bead meet in Gloucester. I know. Do you know, I was born there, love it there, and I don't live there anymore. It's terribly sad. We would love to have you. Message me on Facebook, Sian's Specials, and we will arrange something. Do you know, I do come there all the time. And I met another jewellery maker who lives literally next door to my mum here this morning. How mad is that?
Oh, wow.
The lady that was here in the studio lives behind my mother. Weird. It's because we another Maureen in County Durham. Hi Jenny, I am sat here just chilling as it's my 50th birthday today. Maureen in County Durham, happy blinking birthday. Happy birthday Maureen. Says everyone in the studio. Happy birthday! Takes them a while, Maureen. They're not trained for panto. I'm sorry about that. I am read that bit. Waiting to see what you're going to bring on to tempt me. Loving the show and the. Didn't get the end of the message. Happy birthday! A big kiss we are sending to you all the way to County Durham. It's a lovely place to live. Now, oh, where's that go? It goes in here. Is that all of them for now? Send us some more. We love hearing from you. Can we do the pearls now? Right now, I know you're going to want these, especially if it's your 50th birthday. Pearls, yes. Surely pearls should be 50th birthday.
Definitely.
Absolutely. And 21st, and 30th, and 40th. Anyway, 40 is the new 50, you know. Have a look. Or 50 is the new 40 is what I mean. Life begins at 50. I've just decided.
It's true.
It is true, do you think?
Yeah, no, it is. I know.
Really?
Yep.
You're not 50.
I'm way beyond.
You're not. Well, you don't look it.
Oh,
mind you, do you know what? I think we age better these days, don't we?
You're as old as you feel. Age is just a number, isn't it? Yeah,
I'm still 17, Janet. Sometimes my children have to tell me, stop it. Stop it, you big child. Now have a look at these. Now, a big smile on my face, and in all seriousness, pearls are just heaven and earth, aren't they? They are, I mean, they don't call them the pearly gates of heaven for nothing, whether you believe in that kind of thing or not. You know, when you're trying to describe something angelic, beautiful, classy, sophisticated, dreamy, then it's pearls. Pearls spring to mind. I mean, right back from, if you've ever seen the film Never-Ending Story, the luck dragon has a back made of pearls. You know, pearls are a classic. Audrey Hepburn, in love with, we're all in love with Audrey Hepburn. Yeah. We're all in love with that film, aren't we? And we're certainly in love with the pearls that she wears that are now currently being displayed up until the end of January, I believe, in the Victoria and Albert Museum. So do, if you can, if you do get a chance to go and visit the V&A Museum in London, please go and check out the display, Pearls Through the Ages. It's a definite nod to how important pearls are in jewellery. and in costume throughout history. We think about old kings and queens and we think about pearls. You think about how the Virgin Queen Elizabeth reinvented herself in that painting that was done. She's embellished with pearls, and it's pearls that are that sign, isn't it, of purity. And certainly I think that carries on today. We know that Kate Middleton wears pearls all the time. Zara Phillips, who's having a baby at the moment in a Gloucestershire hospital, in fact, wears pearls all the time. You know what? The Queen wears pearls all the time. Claire Balding, who I'm pretty obsessed with, wears pearls all the time. You know, they're a sign of elegance, but also they're timeless. We're talking about the Queen, we're talking about, of course, Lady Middleton, and we're talking about, they're all different ages. Of course, then we're going right up there on the glamour scale, and we are thinking about Audrey Hepburn, Elizabeth Taylor. You look at some of the most stunning pictures of those ladies and you'll see pearls, you'll see them with diamonds. They are a sign of wealth as well, I believe. You know, you look at a lady who's wearing a beautiful pearl set and you think that they look expensive. And I've always told you this story, you know, when I used to go out to work all the time, I used to have to go away. I was a single mum at the time and I had just me and Mia, and I used to have to go away, and it used to, you know what it's like when you've got to do this, you've got to go to work, and I work. And a very rare moment that I had a couple of hours off, I was in Chicago and I steeled myself away and I thought, I've always wanted to go in those big stores, but because if you work there and you just do your job and then fly back home again, when I went into one of the most famous jewellers you can think of, and they had a big promotion on South Sea pearls, and I remember I was you know, there's no way I would have been able to ever afford anything in there, not even a tie pin. You know, I went in there and I just wanted to, you know, when you just want to have a look at these ladies who dare to afford all these wonderful things. Just be in there and look at these women who look like they've just walked out of the salon. They look beautiful. They look, you know, manicured, and there they are in their pearls. And I remember just sitting back and thinking, I wish I could look like that. And I fell in love with pearls, I think even more than because my gran used to wear pearls a lot, so I already loved them, but even more so that day, because I remember looking at them with envy. And then actually we read out a wonderful jewellery maker from Cambridge earlier, and there is a jeweller's in Cambridge on the Square that has a strand of white pearls for £2,000. You know, they are still up there. They always will be, and they always have been. Now, if you want pearls, but you haven't got thousands to spend, then I think I'm going to make you smile today. These are genuine pearls. They are not going for £100. They are not going for £50. They're not even going for £30. They are big, white, beautiful pearls. A pair of pearl earrings, how much would you pay for a pair of pearl earrings? Always set them with real silver, real gold. Please remember, these are royalty as far as jewellery are concerned. Well, they certainly are in my eyes. They're 12 by 10, and believe me, you need to be multi-buying because they are only £11.95. These are genuine freshwater pearls. What a glorious day to be buying pearls. Maybe it is your 50th birthday. Get yourself on the phone lines and dial for these because they're heavenly. And Janet, you know, do you ever remember the first time when you looked at our pearls and thought, because this is me, well, they can't be real at that price?
Well, I think some people will do that because you look at them and you think, you know, £11.95, and then you look at other places and see how expensive they are. Mm-hmm. But they're totally genuine and they're gorgeous, they're beautiful.
It's only because obviously we're connected to our sister company Gems TV, and of course we have an American TV channel as well. And it's all jewellery based. We are a family owned company. Jewellery is that's all that we do. And so we get to give you pretty much, I believe, trade prices like this, £11.95. Now, you know, Janet, a pair of pearl earrings, you can charge quite a bit for those, can't you?
Well, if I took two of those and perhaps dropped something like an amethyst, a nice cut amethyst with them, put them on some silver, you're talking at least £25 for a pair of earrings.
So therefore this is a good profit making opportunity.
Again, yeah, definitely.
You know, if I bought two of these and I got two home for less than £24, I would be very, very happy. One of these strands for £24 actually would have been a good deal. so you know what to do. I'm certainly encouraging multi-buying, and Mrs. A in Kent is multi-buying, and Jennifer in Hampshire is multi-buying, and I've got Elsie there, I've got Elise there, I've got Rosalind and Maureen and Veronica and Nicoline, who's already been shopping with us today, Vivian in London, Linda in Devon, Elizabeth in Yorkshire, Cheryl in Buckinghamshire, Margaret, you're shopping from Merseyside, Anna, you're there as well, Jane in Kent. There are absolutely stacks of you, and can I just say a big congratulations for getting these, because you will not regret it. They are beautiful. Don't forget, I've got the Higgledy-Piggledies coming up for you today, and what a combination these make. There's your bride, there's your bridesmaids or mother of the bride. Gorgeous, very, very vintage, and vintage weddings are all the rage right now. How many of us are seeing, oh, Elizabeth's bought 2 of these as well. Jeanette, you're there in Renfrewshire. How many of us are seeing on Facebook, our Facebook buddies with vintage weddings? Oh, I love it. It's so pretty. So many of my friends on Facebook having vintage weddings, and I think, oh, so gorgeous, isn't it? Ones that are far away. Now, you do need to be checking out baskets. There are loads and loads and loads of you on the phone lines right now. A big welcome to each and every one of you. I've got to move on because it does look like these are approaching. How many have we got left? Are we really limited now? We're very limited now. Now, I'm going to give to you, what did I do with my ring mandrel? There it is. Now you need this, little baby. Now, I bet you wouldn't be without yours, would you,
I've
Janet?
got mine with me now. I carry it everywhere with me.
Everybody who works the wire says that. Oh,
yeah.
oh, it's got to go everywhere with you.
You've got to be prepared. That's my motto.
Why have you got to have this particular tool?
Well, I make a lot of rings, and it's something that I enjoy doing. I enjoy making rings. And if you do a craft fair, you can make rings for people there and then. And this one in particular is great because you can hammer against it as well.
And actually that is important if you want to work hard.
Yeah.
Because a plastic one you cannot hammer against. It will. Well, you could, but you damage it.
You don't get the sort of the solidness behind it, the pressure behind it. So it's perfect.
And Janet, how important is it to have the sizing on there?
Well, definitely. I mean, I do commissions, ring commissions, and people will email me and tell me which design they want or an idea, and then they'll give me their size, you know, and it's really important, especially if people are buying for gifts. Mm-hmm. You know, you don't always know the size, but if you can get the size, then, you know, all the better. And if you're at craft fairs, you know, you can size rings for people. If someone's got a ring on, they say, I want the same size as that. You can size it on there, and
because you don't necessarily ever know your actual ring size, do you? Now, it's also great just for the forming of the ring, isn't it? Hammering against, we talked about earlier, so even if you're making self-adjustable rings, it's still important to have a ring mandrel. Because
you get that nice round shape. And it's good to use for other things as well. I mean, if you want to make some loops, if you want to make your own links and things, it's good to get that continuity in the shape. So it's all, you know, it's always good to use for other things as well.
When you're using our thicker gauges of wire and you want to get that hammered look, you've got to get this. Now, Rachel Norris, Laura Binding, Janet, I know Karen Crawford, they won't go anywhere without their ring mandrels. Very wire-tastic. £8.95 on its own. It comes with the pouch as well. She's going lower. Normally we only give this to you in as part of a bundle, but you know what? Dion's breaking rules today. £6.95. And by the way, I've just got to tell you, just in my ear, the information has come that this is a last in stock deal for you, which means these will be out of stock very, very shortly. I can't tell you when they'll be back in stock. I don't have that information. It isn't on our systems. So the best advice I can give to you if you want one of these is to hurry. DOD I52 is your item code for your ring mandrel, and it's always quite impressive, I think, to make as you work. If you are on a craft fair and you're making, people sort of want to come and see what you're doing, because I don't know if you're anything like me, you're a right nosy person, and you think, what are they doing over there? I'm going to have a look over there, see what they're doing. There's some hammering going on, you know. I want to see what's going on. £6.95 is your price tag. Now, I've got something you're going to want with this. I'm just going to do a cheeky deal. Now, Janet's going to wish she hadn't agreed to work today because it's all wire, wire, wire. And poor Janet's missing out on this. 0.8 gold wire, 100 metres. You saw what we did with the 0.6. Has the 0.6 sold out now? Very limited quantity. That's my listening face. It's awful. I won't do it again, and I don't do it often, as you can probably imagine. $6.95 is not the price, that's the ring mandrel. Let me give you, there are still availabilities of the copper wire in 0.6. Is my mind right in telling me that went for $9.95? Crikey. She's a little naughty one. You are naughty. 0.6, it's normally $19.95. She went a bit overboard there, but I like it. Today is a good day. Today is a good day. Lots of birthdays today. So what does that make you, star sign? Are you a Capricorn if it's your birthday today? I don't know. Now, 0.8 wire in the gold. These work so beautifully together. They do. I love the combination of gold and the copper. It's really nice, isn't it? So I'm going to do the 0.8. 0.8 is perfect for rings. 0.8 gives wonderful, wonderful framework structure, but also easy to manipulate. So if you've got your Fabulous Findings DVD, if you want to make all those lovely S-links, perfect for that, because yes, it'll keep its shape, and yes, you can hammer it. Don't over hammer it. But if you're crossing it over, don't hammer it, because if you hammer at the cross point, which was that bit, you'll weaken it. But you can hammer it, you can to work hard on it, so perfect for your findings. Now actually, funnily enough, Janet, earlier you were saying 0.6 and 0.8 are your two staple wires. Why?
Well, the 0.8, as you say, you can use it for framework. You can hammer it to get that extra strength. And you can use it for rings. Use it for making links, shapes. It's really, really versatile. Really versatile.
And it's still got a nice thickness to it,
yes,
to make shapes and frameworks with.
Yeah.
I mean, a 1 mil if you want to make something that's got to have some muscle, real muscle. But this is nice for cuff bracelets when you want to manipulate around a gemstone. Because with a 1 mil or a 1.25, sometimes it's too much work.
Sometimes it's a bit,
really
it's difficult. It's hard work to do that. And especially, I would say, if someone's starting off with wire work, the 0.8 is good for that. You know, you can mould it around gemstones, but it's solid enough to make a frame as well. So, yeah, essential for me.
Essential for Janet, perhaps essential for you too. Essential that you get on the phone line if you don't like missing out. I can't bear missing out. You've got 100 metres of 0.8 wire, gizmo coils, jump rings, you name it. £24.95 is your original price tag. But we're getting a bit cheeky today, my darlings. So for $14.95, okay, so for $24.95 you could get both reels for the price you were going to pay of one reel for, or you could just come through and get this with the £10 reduction at £14.95. You have got yourself such a wonderful, wonderful deal. ICJM07 is your item code. Use your debit card, your credit card, and think about furthering your gemstones. Think about furthering your designs. Think about using these to create cuff bracelets. Laura Binding has a wonderful wire work bracelets DVD. It's just stunning, cuffs and bangles. So do grab that if you're thinking about that's where you want to go with this. Perhaps you want to grab Gemma Crow's Fabulous Findings DVD. That is a great way of saving money on findings, creating your own links, but also big links, pendant style links. Gosh, how many are you on the phones for this? Marianne in Essex, Christine in Derbyshire, Lauren and Judith and Hayley, and Jackie and Michelle and Deborah and Gerald and Pauline and Rosalind and Lynn and loads of more of you. Alison, you're shopping with us today. Is that our Alison? I don't know. ICJM07 Elizabeth, you're there as well. 0800 444 655. You're still coming through for this. Don't forget to add the copper onto your order. Do you have the code for the copper, Dion? The code for the copper, please. Oh, she said. Charlie. No. Okay. Charlie November. She doesn't know the rest. Just give me the. Hang on, she can't read her own writing. I'm confused. Wait there. CM. Hang on. I've got it. Forget it. It's on the bottom of the thing. CNJM49 is the code for your copper wire. CNJ M49, that one is $9.95. CNJ, that's for the copper. I'm giving you right now on your screens the gold. The gold is there for you in a 0.8. £14.95. I do ask my producer awkward questions, don't I? Oh gosh, I'm sorry, Dion. Right, my darlings, there are lots and lots of you there enjoying this deal, and who can blame you? It's wonderful. Dorothy and Jane and Pamela and Hilary and how do I say that? Magdalene, that's lovely, like Mary Magdalene, isn't it? Now, do check out whilst it's $14.95. Now, I'm going to give to you. Let's do Cubelicious. Now, again, I'm a big fan of cubes. And so Dion does treat me from time to time and put them in, which I'm glad of. Because I'm a little bit obsessed with ladder stitching and ladder weaving, and for me cubes just does it, but also great clusters. You're going to love these colours as well. I think they just add a little, maybe they're a little bit modern, I'm not sure. No, but then Egyptian jewellery has a lot of cubes, and you know I'm obsessed with that. Have a look. Tell me how you use your cubes. I am a big lover of that ladder stitch though, Janet. Do you know what I mean? Where I love it.
And the cubes are so good for that.
They're perfect for it. And they're great for just creating a nice uniform. Do you know, they behave nicely, cubes. They don't try and fight you, they just do it, they just give up.
They sit where they're told.
They sit where they're told. Sometimes you just want one thing in your life that does as it's told. So a cube is definitely the way to go. Do you know what? Even if you're doing a beady bead, they're great because they just go slot, slot. You know, they're just very pleasing indeed. Now, they don't actually make that noise. The slot, slot, slot. Then I'm going to give to you the multicoloured. Always a great idea to have the multicoloured. Don't you love the lustre off these as well? It's not just about the shape, it's that face lustre, it's wonderful. Then I'm going to give you the carnelian, beautiful. And I'm going to give you the black rutile quartz. And look at the colour. Mahogany tiger's eye. What would you make with these, Janet?
I think, as you said, a beady bead, because they clicked so well together. The multi-strand, I would probably split that, to be honest, and use the different colours together.
Yeah, yeah.
But like you say, the cubes are just, you can do so much with them, you know. Put something in between them. Like is that smoky quartz, did you say?
This one's tiger's eye.
Tiger's eye.
Yeah.
You couldn't see it from there. If you put a gold bead in between each of them, you've just got that cube and a gold bead. That'd make just a lovely, stunning necklace.
Perfect.
Drop earrings as well, the same.
And you've got that nice
Simple.
contrast of a nice round and a square.
And the chunk,
Yeah,
square.
I like that idea. What's I thinking? Bead loom?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Now these are all 6mm. So great for bead loom. I'm wondering whether you could, no, I'm not sure if you can soutache with them, I'm not sure, but they have got a nice edge for beading. So do you think you could do a bit of a beaded chain? I'm not sure because I've never done it. So anyone, do you know what these are also great as? If you take a section of 4 of them, you can make just that perfect square pendant. So it could be that you take 4 of these. Do you see what I mean? And then you could put a round, and then you could put 4 to make the big square, and then around. And you know, I just love it. I love the versatility of the square. I think there's a lot of scope again for your designs. USG C71 clusters. They look great in headpin clusters.
Or rosary chain, like you say, make a rosary chain out of them. That'd look great.
I'm a big fan of a rosary.
Yeah.
I do. It's a classic thing to do.
Yeah, I do. I like rosary chains because you can just add them in. You know, add them in. I've added into the challenge. I've added a little bit that's just as detail. So they would make great rosary chains.
Rosary chains are quite therapeutic, aren't they?
Yeah.
Do you find that?
Yeah. Because
it's like sewing almost. You're sort of just repeating. I find that nice and it's easy. USG C71 black rutile quartz. You've got your multicolored crackle quartz, rose quartz, carnelian, green aventurine, and red mahogany tiger's eye. I've got some really fun earrings out of that one strand. And actually, I'm going to give you the price tag first. At under £20, you've got all of these. Now have a look, because Dion, I can see you wanting to pinch these. That's for 6 strands. You may be swiping these. Have a look. Sorry, Kerry. Aren't they fun? Aren't they cute? They make you want to put your bikini on, don't they? I mean, nothing really makes me want to put my bikini on. A force, or if someone paid me, because you wouldn't want to see me in a bikini, let me tell you that for nothing. But, you know, it's that kind of a strand. Dion looks good in a bikini. USG C71, well done to you. Now, apparently we've had a text. More texts. Oh, I love it. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I've got to look up because that's where they are. Claire in the city of Bristol. My daughter is watching with me this morning and she thinks these look like a Roman, she's right, mosaic. Yes, they do. Like the tiles. What's your daughter's name? And how old is she? They do. Do you know, a lot of mother and daughter teams jewellery make, don't they?
That's lovely, isn't it?
It's nice to do together. Do you have a beading buddy?
I've got friends that that I'm part of, sort of like a group. Well, I used to be part of a group in Wales.
And now you've moved to Kiddie.
Yes, I've got to create a new group.
Oh.
But yeah, but I've got friends that that we get together and stuff and share ideas and do craft fairs together and that sort of thing.
It's lovely.
I think it's always good to have someone to do that with and bounce ideas off, and so yeah, it's good.
If you can't get out of the house though, Facebook is a great medium. I mean, it's lovely to join all, because there's lots of actual jewellery making pages on Facebook. So if you are, if perhaps you can't for whatever reason get out of the house at the moment, do think about joining those, because it's great to get interactive over the websites, isn't it? And learn and meet like-minded people, whether it's face-to-face or over the website. It's just nice to interact, isn't it? We're going lower on these, says Dion. All right, says Dion, off we go. My producer Dion taking these down to a bit more of a cheeky price for you, because that's how she's feeling for you today. Lots of birthdays today. Look, we've had loads of birthdays. £16.95. I do hope you're thinking about cake now, if it is your birthday, because it is nearly 12 o'clock, so you should be stuffing your face with cake any minute now. £16.95. Maybe you're buying gorgeous bits and pieces with your birthday money with us today. Maybe somebody bought you some Jewellery Maker vouchers. I hope they did. If they want brownie points, that's what they did. So, do you know, that makes these £2.80 a strand. Well, just over that actually, isn't it, Dion? 282-ish? I didn't work that out myself. How can I ever pretend that I am that much of a... You know I'm not. Dion did it. She went, yeah, everybody knows you didn't work that out. I know. But at least I admit it. At least I admit my stupidity. Loads of you there, Margaret and Kathleen. Another Margaret too. One from Yorkshire, one from Tyne-and-Wear. Lorraine, you're there. Pauline, Julia, Elizabeth, Siobhan, Geraldine. Siobhan from Monmouthshire, Rachel in Hertfordshire, Rashida, Pat, you're there, Carol, Jane, Joanne, Sheila, Nicolene, Sue, you're there, Anna, you're there, Alina, you're there, Denise, you're there in Hampshire, Sue in Merseyside, Dillis in Hertfordshire, Eleanor, you're there, Carol in Hertfordshire. Well, there's a lot of very, very wonderful people in Hertfordshire, isn't there? Lots of wonderful people live in Hertfordshire. Lauren in Anglesey, you're shopping with us today as well. Hertfordshire was very wet this morning at 5:30. It was hammering it down, and wasn't it windy last night in Hertfordshire? I don't know whether it's like that here, because when I got into near Birmingham, it was quite nice and bright. Oh, Ruby, who's 4, is watching today. You know, Kirsty's daughter is Ruby, and she's 4. Hello, Ruby. She thought they looked like a Roman mosaic. How clever is she at 4? You clever girl. Well done. Gosh, you're going to be a little genius, little historian is what we might have on our hands there. Well done, Ruby. Really clever. Now, I bet Ruby likes getting involved with jewellery making. I bet she likes the crackled quartz ones, all that, those lovely pinks in there. Now we're going to go with our next kit of the day, and I think this might have been named after Dion because it's called Temptress, and you are a bit of a temptress, Dion. Have a look. Have a look at these. Oh, aren't they lovely? Look at that, peeking through labradorite. What a lovely stone. Gosh, Janet was spoilt. She had that moonstone as well. Oh, Janet, the other designers aren't going to like this. I can see Debbie Bolford eyeballing you from there. Not really, she would never do that. She's too lovely. Now, look at that. Look at the beautiful labradoressence. Labradorite is a gemstone that was discovered in the state of Labrador, which is in Canada, which is why it's called labradorite. Well, now it's found all over the world, and isn't it beautiful? It's got this, it's one of those gemstones, again, that us women can't resist a bit of, because we look and we think, hang on a minute, these just did something I didn't expect, and you sort of think your eyes are playing tricks with you, but it does, it gives you little lightning bolt style flashes. Now I'm going to give you, of course, what I think is the perfect complement to the labradorite. Look at those pearls. Do you know what they are like? Prom dress blue, aren't they? And a lot of you are going to be creating prom style jewellery. When's prom? I think it's June or July, isn't it? We didn't have prom in our day. Did you have prom in your day, girls, in the gallery? I bet they did. They're young. Yeah, they did. Claire, you did you? What did you wear to your prom, darling? She had a red dress. She looks good in red with that lovely dark hair. Now you've got those beautiful black onyx rounds as well. I've got to say, I think Janet was spoilt today. I really do. Look at that. I can't believe it's midday already. Do you know that? Unbelievable. Now, you've got a trio, very inspired by Janet today, actually, are you? A trio of gorgeous gemstones. Actually, I might say some of my favourites here. Well, pearl have got to be. Pearl, diamond, definitely up there, number ones. Love them. Oh, I love labradorite so much, and black onyx is my favourite of the black gemstones. I think I'd take a black onyx over a black diamond, you know that? I don't know why.
They are beautiful.
There's a spiritual connection with onyx, isn't there? If you believe in that kind of thing, which some people do, some people don't. You know me. Anyway, so you've got your monofilament, your beading thread, and your elastic here as well. Now I'm also going to give you, and this is sneaky. Do you know this was in here, Dion? This is sneaky. You've got a matrix box for your findings. Now, I do believe you may be, Janet, certainly the only designer I've ever seen with a matrix box in a kit.
Right.
You may be the first with a matrix box in your kit.
I am being spoiled, aren't I?
I think somebody upstairs likes you, Janet.
Good.
Have you been buying Hannah Roxbury cakes?
Maybe.
Whoa! It works. Keep it coming. Wine, cakes, chocolate, you'll get pretty much what you want. Now, as if that wasn't enough already, I'm not even done, Dion. There's more. You get sterling silver as well. Hang on a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sterling silver beads as well. Look at those. Try not to drop them. Woohoo! Oh, much. Can I just say, I don't know if you ever, you know, go anywhere else and have a look at gemstones and jewellery and you know, things, or other craft shops, or maybe you do a bit of a channel hop throughout the shopping channels, which are all wonderful. Don't we just give you the very best value for what you're shopping for here, of course, for jewellery making bits? I just think it's wonderful. Now you've got those 2 links of chains. What I love is you've got a lot of each finding, actually, and you get a little box. There's a lot to like about this. No, there's a lot to love about this kit. It's called Temptress. Do you know what? It is called Temptress. Well, I'm blinking tempted. I love them. Now these should be, I love those together. 36. Actually, Dion, I've got sterling silver, 5 sterling silver findings. I've got a matrix box. I've got real pearls. I've got real labradorite. I've got real black onyx. I don't mind 36.20. Actually, you know what? I think that's wonderful, wonderful value. I know my friend bought a little tiny bag of gemstones just to make a bracelet out of. She had gemstones in there, a little bit of wool, curiously enough, something else. It was in a cute little packet. It was like £40. So at 36, I actually think this is wonderful value. Well, we get better. It gets better here at Jewellery Maker, and let's not get complacent, because I do and you do, and I know sometimes I'm like, oh, this 6. Do you know, we give you such wonderful price tags, and just having a couple of days off to go, whoa, £18.95. You need to get this. What incredible value! £18.95. I do go and have a look. Like yesterday, I did go into a little bead shop. I did see how expensive their little kits were. You know, I think it's important, and you know what? They can back it up. They can justify, yes. Do you know what? We're giving you genuine gemstones. We're giving you real silver. We're giving you silver on copper. We're giving you a 30-day money-back guarantee. All I'd be thinking about now was how quickly can I get hold of mine? Well, you know what? Get yourself on the phone lines, 0800 644 655. It's a free phone number, as you know, if you're dialing from a UK landline. Get webby with us, or the w's.jewellerymaker.com. The value here is truly, truly phenomenal. Now, without further ado, let's be inspired more. If we weren't inspired already by the gemstones, the findings, and the price tag, let's get on over. I'm going to scoot and have a look. And I'm going to go and have a look at Janet's gorgeous jewellery. Let's take a little look. How much did you make out of this
We've got
kit?
11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, I love the earrings with the bars. Oh, I love it. Aren't they gorgeous? You've made so much jewellery. You've made rings, you've made earrings. So for you, this would be a great stash deal if you were doing like a fair, if you're doing a craft fair or something like that. You'd have lots of jewellery. I love this. Isn't that pretty? Go and stay in there, you. Isn't that pretty? Using the floating technique, aren't you there?
Yeah, so it's just going back on the beads just to secure them. There's no clasp on there, so it's just one long continuous length. So yeah, really pretty.
This has been the most popular kit of the day so far. We've got loads to show you. Absolutely loads and loads of jewellery to show you. I love that you got so much out of this kit. So value for money. Isn't this gorgeous with the beading thread? And again, it almost looks like it's floating. I'm really enjoying that. And then the earrings, the matching earrings. These remind me of little angels.
Yes, little wings.
They do, they look like little angels. I love that. Then you've got, now these are very Gatsby. You've got the tassel there, very 1920s sort of swing style earrings. Beautiful. Matching ring. The findings have gone on and on and on. And of course, because this is the second time you've done a day show, I suppose you didn't realise how lucky you were with all these amazing findings. Right. Gorgeous. And then did you see the ring? That real pearl, gorgeous. Then these earrings as well, they're almost skirting out with the gemstones, just going woo! Bit of swing on those as well, fantastic. And then a bit of cheeky chainmail, very simple linking going on with these earrings. And I love what you've done with the, how did you do that?
That's just the toggle clasps, and I just used the monofilament.
Oh!
And tied them onto the toggle clasp.
How fabulous. So you've used the rings, and what, oh, that's really clever.
And I used the bars then for the other earrings. Which
I love. Very simple. Really like. Do you like that? It reminds me of like the nurses' watches when they're upside down. Then have a look. Did we see the matching necklace? And then I've got something else to show you, Claire. You're going to love these. Look at these cufflinks. Whoops, whoops, whoops. How did you... Oh, there.
I just stuck them in there. But again, it's the toggle clasp. As it is, it comes linked together like that. And I just use the monofilament and put the... labradorite in there.
I love them. I love them. Yeah. I love them. Do you know what? I do think this has been the most popular kit of the day so far. I can see absolutely reams of you on my board. And of course, without further ado, we're going to get to the demo because I can see that's what you're going to want to do. Okay, where do we start? Which one are you doing first of all?
We're going to do the
floating technique.
Little angel necklace.
Oh, I do think that looks like an angel there with the wings. How lovely.
You put a little bead on the top as a little head, couldn't you? That'd be it. Right, so started off with 10 of the labradorite on beading thread. Yeah. With one of the little beads, silver plated beads in the middle. Okay. So just put them together. So you've got the bead in the middle, 5 either side. And then just bring the threads together. Put them through a crimp. Okay. Sorry, I'll just get that back into shot. And then it's just establish how big you want your drop on there. So you're at that stage now. So take one of the ends of the thread and put it back through the beading thread. Oh no, hold on a second. I've missed a little stage. We need to put some beads on.
Let me put it in front of you so it's easier for you to see. Okay. There we go.
So what I did then, on this little section here, we put 3 beads. And a silver bead in the middle, again. And there's such a lot of beads. I don't know how many's in there. I didn't count them, but there's a lot.
You get loads. Do you know, these little boxes, I think, make them look more compact. But actually, if these were all in organza gift bags, you'd see how many,
Yeah.
you know, absolutely stacks of them. And you get the little pot afterwards, and I love that because you can store your little bits and
That's
pieces
right.
in there.
So you've got that at that stage. So then thread on 6 of the labradorite with the little silver bead in the middle. Bring the thread back up through the crimp, and that will fall. Did I do that, Minnie? Yes,
There
I
he
did,
is.
didn't I?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. See, I'm getting carried away. Sorry. Sorry about that. Put one on for that first section. Back up through there. So we're creating that little loop with the bead that sits there. So just simply do the same on the other side.
We're just having a text message there, look, from an anonymous jewellery maker saying that's £1.72 per piece of jewellery it set you back, and you had some bits left as well.
Yes,
didn't
yeah,
you?
there were bits left over, so it's not bad. I mean, like you say, if you're making
It's
to sell,
amazing.
it's a good sort of profit, really, isn't it? Well, it's a perfect profit.
Well, you're gonna sell them for more than that, surely. Profit, she says, and hi Jenny, you're awesome. You're awesome too. Thank you so much.
Right, so but at that stage, the threads have gone back through the crimp with one of the labradorite on each side. So simply then just squish that. So now we've got this necklace. We've got
just
the main
lift
thread.
that up to show
Yes, sorry.
Kezaru. It's all right.
There
We go. There, the angel is starting to form.
So you've got that, and then we're going to make the main part of the necklace.
So again, you've started from the bottom upwards, always
Yep.
starting backwards.
Yeah. So that's how I tend to work. And now with this one, again, it was put on a crimp. I'm just trying to sort of remember how the pattern that you followed, but it's once you've done it, it's easy to remember. So then put 3 of the labradorite on.
Janet, I'm just getting questions asking how long was the labradorite that you the beading thread? How long does it need to be?
Okay, for the demo, I've cut it quite short. But
Okay.
I would, depending on how long you want your necklace. If you're doing sort of a 16-inch, I would say add sort of half again. So add another 8 inches, just
Okay.
so that you've got enough to do these little sections here.
So what, 24 inches?
So
you
say
do?
24
Yeah.
inches,
Okay.
and then you'll have plenty then.
Fab, thank you. We had a couple of people asking that, so I hope that answered your question.
Okay. So that's 3, a silver bead, another 3, and then that's it. Then this little section here.
I can't believe you're getting this kit for $18.95. It's wonderful value.
Right, so what I've done is put on a crimp, 3 beads, a bead and another 3 labradorite, and at this stage we're going to add another section of beading thread as we did before, really. So there we can do this centre section. So just bring that to where you want the centre section to start. Bring the beading thread around and through that crimp bead. Sorry, I'll get my hands out of the way. There you go. Through that crimp bead. There. So then position that to how big you want your loop, and then squish.
Squidge.
Make sure you've got it in the right position.
And make sure that's exactly where you want it to be, because once you've
Because
squidged,
once you've
you've
squidged it, that's it. It's not gonna shift from there. So now we're at that section. So the middle bit here, I added another 3. If I show you that, and then it's simply then just repeating that process on the other side. So 3 of those, a bead, another 3 labradorites. There we go. Over to there. So that's that section there. And then what I do then
Oh, that looks so pretty.
is put on a crimp in readiness for the other side. I'll show you now. It'll all become clear. So there. So now we're doing that. So you've got that mirrored shape. So then what I would do then is take one of these, put on the beads on this side, come round, back through the crimp, and then you've got a mirror image then on that side. And then just continue up the necklace. And you've got 2 threads here. I'll show you on this side. So what I did, because you've got this little sort of opening section there, what I did is I threaded on a labradorite, and then brought it to sort of that position where I thought that looked quite nice. then bring the beading thread back through. Try and keep it at the back so you can't see that. There you go. Pull that up. And that's in place, and then you can just carry on beading from there. And what I did, I put another 3 silver bead, 3, and then just left the wires, the beading thread bare then from there.
Fabulous.
And I just added a few at the end.
Really delicate, really pretty. I've just got to let everybody know, I'm so sorry, this kit has now gone limited. We are very, very busy. Lots of you are joining the tail end of a queue. Please keep dialing, and you know what? It is a free phone number, so don't be worrying. Right now, it's time, and you know we're going to do the draw in a minute. Stay where you are, Wall of Fame. I always feel like we're going to do the lottery. If we could win it, it would be nice, wouldn't it? We are going to do the draw afterwards. Oh,
isn't that gorgeous?
And these are the blue of the pearls from the kit, aren't they?
Beautiful, aren't
they?
Really.
I love the photography. Number 398. Let's have a look.
That's 398, and this is from Karen Beeston. And Karen says, hi to all you beautiful people. Please find attached my very first entry to the Wall of Fame. I've been making jewellery for about 6 months, and took great pride and pleasure in creating my Yuletide gifts for family and friends, using your amazing pearls and gems. Pearls in the photo are from the Peach Sorbet kit, and I added blue Baroque pearls, heart toggle from my stash. Could you please source this type of toggle, please?
We'll try.
Okay. It was a gift for my best friend. Photo was taken on an abalone shell, driftwood and beach pebbles. Thank you for the service you provide. Fruitful blessings for the winners.
Aww, that's from Karen.
Health and happiness to you from Karen.
Oh, Karen, thank
you.
you.
It is photographed beautifully, isn't it?
It is. I'd looked at that and thought, oh, that looks like she's on a beach somewhere.
Beautiful.
And we were talking about the wire earlier, making your own S-links. And what a pendant with all of that gizmo work. Beautiful. I love the quartz in the centre. 401 is from Susan, and Susan writes, hi, here is my entry for the Wall of Fame this week. Antique bronze and dark blue wire with faceted beer quartz, or was it whiskey? Getting old, she says. Beer, whiskey, I'll go with whiskey because it's my preferred tipple. Set onto a handmade figure 8 chain, also from antique bronze wire. This is gorgeous. Good luck to you, darling. Number 401. Oh, right, that coral.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yes, it is. Love that colour.
399. And this is from Irene McLeod in Rossshire. And Irene says, here's my entry to the Wall of Fame. I bought the orange coral drops nuggets when on sale for $2.95. Woo! And to be honest, thought they were a bit bright, but made the hair comb for a friend to wear at a wedding. I'm very pleased with it. And she was too. Just shows that gems take a whole different view when made up, as they are vivid and look fantastic with dark hair. Yeah. Sorry to waffle. You're not waffling, Irene. And that's exactly right. Sometimes you see a strand and you think, no, that's too bright. But then you put it into context, it's perfect. Absolutely.
Do you know, I'm with you. You need the bright colours to stand out, especially when you go to a wedding or anywhere where you wear a fascinator, like at the races or somewhere, glam, you know? Beautiful. Now I've got, look at this. I'm in love with it. I think this is just beautiful. 402 is from Lisa Dalby, who writes, hi all at JM, really enjoy trying this design. Using all the elements from Jewellery Maker, I used moonstone and labradorite, all beautiful stones. Hoping for a win to buy loads more. Fingers crossed for you, Lisa, number 402. Oh, this is gorgeous. I love a gizmo coil neckline.
It looks really lovely, doesn't it? I love flowers. This is from Janet. And she says, attached is this week's my entry to the Wall of Fame. The necklace has a flower and gizmo coils made from bronze wire and yellow tiger's eye nuggets and beads. Isn't it beautiful?
Short but sweet.
And that's Janet from Norfolk.
She's too busy enjoying Norfolk.
Yes, isn't it beautiful? I love flowers.
Gorgeous.
And I like the way the edges are sort of kinked out as well.
Yeah, like that little mango design.
Twist. Beautiful.
So now we've got for you, it's time to draw. So I'm going to spin and you can pick. Okay. Yeah? Okay. We're going to do the runner-up first. If I pick out your number, you have won £50 credited to your Jewellery Maker account. So good luck. Okay, close your eyes.
No pressure.
Under pressure, do-do-do-do. Who have you picked? Who have you picked? There you go, there you go.
428.
Number 428. We might have that up here, have we? No, we haven't. Number 428. I don't think it's been on yet. Annie Anderson. You have won the runners-up prize. Okay, ready? I'm going to spin. This is the biggie. This is the biggie. Are you ready? Took the key out for some reason. In you go.
I won't look. Have I got one?
Yeah, you got one.
351.
351. Is that up there? No, that would have been yesterday, I think. Kath Walton. You've won, Kath. Kath Walton.
Well
You've won. Do you know where Kath's from or not? Oh, she's from Gloucestershire. Well done to you for picking a Gloucestershirean. Well done, Kath Walton. We've got to keep those tickets there. I think I've broken that. We won't mention it. I think I might have. Now, when we come back, we're going to do those wonderful higgledy-piggledy peach pearls that I am just thinking are divine. We will be back very quickly. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a mo.
When placing your order by phone or on our website, why not add a small donation to a charitable cause? Collectively, the Genuine Gemstone Company are cycling 24 hours a day for 31 days, equaling the distance from our studios in Redditch, England to Arusha in Tanzania, all on an exercise bike situated in our Gemstone Museum. For every £20,000 we raise, the Colourful Life Foundation will be able to build a school in the Arusha district. So this is your chance to give back to a community that provides us with so many beautiful gemstones and hopefully help us break a Guinness World Record in the process. 100% of every donation goes to the cause, so call us or visit our website to add a donation to your order today.
It is easy to donate to the charity cycle ride. Donate now by calling the contact centre or by clicking the donate option on our website. And thank you.
Join Jewellery Maker on Wednesday the 15th of January for our fashion focus show. Guest designer Natalia Coleman will be focusing on the spring collection for this year. With boutique inspiration and the must-have looks, be sure to tune in. The Fashion Focus Show, only on Jewellery Maker.
I did actually break that tombola. Cass is in hysterics. Like, yeah, why are you done? Why can you? I just look at something, Cass, and it falls apart. But let's make everything better. Let's make everything nice and elegant once more. And these are the height of elegance. Have a look at these beautiful, beautiful pearls. Big fan of these. Huge fan of these. Your delicate, soft, pink pearls are certainly bridesmaidable. I think they're vintage wedding for the bride as well. They're the perfect silky colour to go in the hair. I absolutely enjoy the way that these slot. Now, all I've done is put them over my hand. They come, because they are top drilled rather than through, they higgledy-piggledy like that. And I think actually, if you put those together, what a glorious cuff bracelet. How pretty would that be? Maybe you're going to knit these together with elastic and make a big stretchy. I know that every time Sheila wears her pearl stretchy, people call in every time, how did you make it? How did you make it? And I think it's one of these kind of strands that's going to allow you to make a beautiful cuff bracelet. You probably would get away with another row of these. It's just the way I've arranged them. Let me see. You might even get a triple row out of those actually, because that would be stunning, wouldn't it? Or matching earrings, matching ring. Now, you know of my love of real pearls. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like jewellery making with them. There's nothing like wearing them. I feel the same way about wearing diamonds. They have that. You hold your head a little bit higher. You're proud of the jewellery that you're wearing. There's something that is just sophisticated about pearls, and nothing but sophistication. Now, for you, Janet, because I know we're very like-minded in the way that we love pearls so very much, what is it about a higgledy-piggledy strand like this that would attract you?
I just think that a lot of the work is actually done for you.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you don't have to do an awful lot with those. Just restrand them for a cuff bracelet, or you could just sort of wire wrap the tops of them. Just put some little wrap loops on them, have them as sort of cascading earrings. put sort of maybe five on chain, on some earrings.
I just think they look great like this.
Yeah, that's just perfect.
How would I do that? Could I do it with elastics, just so I could pop it on a stretchy?
Well, you could, yeah, literally, that's it. If you just put some elastic through them, or even if you wanted to put a silver clasp on them, put some beading thread through, they just sit so lovely together. And that's simply it. It's done.
I think this is the perfect pearl cuff strand. I don't think you'd look anywhere else for a pearl cuff strand. This is the one that you want if you want these wonderful gemstones. June's birth gemstone, a gemstone said to stop the bride crying on her wedding day. Very, very vintage. Think about all those beautiful vintage silk dresses. This colour is very typical of 1920s, very bouquet. Again, I know we've spoken so much about Great Gatsby, but for design purposes, if not the fact that you just want to look at Leonardo DiCaprio, I would watch that film and just get so much inspiration from it, because the costume is wonderful. A lot of period dramas as well. I know we're watching because we are interested in the storylines and all of that, but isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful looking at all this wonderful design and costume, celebration of colour, and maybe giving you a little bit of a window into, actually this works so well with this and it's classic. Linda and Devon, you're multi-buying. Marjorie and Cumbria, you're multi-buying. I've got Christine, I've got Belinda, I've got Rashida, I've got Janice and Sandra and Shirley and, oh Linda, you've just bought another one. Fiona in London, you're there as well. JPP 057 is your item code. I need you to act very, very sharp indeed. 800 644 655, because these pearls are going far lower than they should be going. Let's turn Wicked Wednesday into Wonderful Wednesday. I'm going to give you this strand for under £10 at just £9.95. It's a brand new strand. You've never seen it before, and these are genuine freshwater pearls. You know what? Dion's not staying there. Kay in Worcestershire, Jennifer in Merseyside. You're all going to have big smiles on your faces. Brand new jewellery makers, you're all there. Are you ready for another Wonderful Wednesday deal at £7.95? You know what? Doesn't have to be midweek blues. We are moving in the right direction towards the weekend at £7.95. Definitely got a Wonderful Wednesday price tag for me. JPB 057. I'm multi-buying at that price tag. At £9.95, I'm multi-buying, and so many of you already have. Jenny in Lanarkshire, we all know Jen is a trouble. Rebecca in Essex, probably not you though, Jen. I've got Michelle in Cheshire buying 2 of these. I've got another Jen in Staffs. I've got Anna, you're there as well. Rebecca in Essex, I've just said to you. Alicia in Greater London. Brand new jewellery makers, you're all there. I've got another Jen just come through. Oh, the world's full of troublemakers, isn't it? Elizabeth in Ayrshire, 2 in your basket as well. Loads and loads of you. Jelena, you're shopping with us again. Sharon, you're shopping with us again. Barbara, Pat in Menorca. Oh, as if you're not spoiled enough with the fact that you live in Menorca. Now you've got gorgeous pearls in your collection. Oh, Pat, do you know what? Get loads of these because of that one P&P, especially if we're shipping them to Spain. Stack up, stack up. Rosalind, you're there. Sue in Cambridgeshire, you're there. Maxine, you're multi-buying on these. Giselle, a very regular jewellery maker. I bet you make some very elegant pieces. These will go back to their original price tag of £9.95 straight after the show. These will be going back up. £7.95 today. Tomorrow they will be £9.95 tomorrow. Shopping on the website, multi-buying, loads of you. John and Susan in Essex, you're on the phones. Jacqueline in Oxfordshire, multi-buying. Sheila in Surrey. Maxine in Surrey as well. Lots of gorgeous jewellery coming Surrey's way. Loads of you. Hudson in West Lothian, you're there. Deborah, you're there. Sharon, you're there. Loads of you shopping from all over Great Britain. Peggy in Yorkshire, hello to you, my darling. Anna in Bedfordshire, you're there. Hello, hello, hello. You know what? Check out baskets if you have these in your basket online. I don't want you missing out for anything. These pearls range between 9 to 10, between 9 to 10 by 5. That's a lot of cultivation. It's taken a long time. Whether you're going to put these in a hairvine, whether you're going to put these in a simple cuff, whether they're going to cascade in earrings, I think these will look great if you've got the wirework rings DVD as well, because there's lots of pearls in there. Anna and Angus, you're multi-buying. Well done to you. Wendy and Surrey, hello to you. Rashida, you're back for more. Well done. Loads of you. Jane in Norfolk, you've bought 3. Congratulations. Now, I'm going to give you a recap on our early bird. What did I do with that? Doodle-doodle-doo. Here they are, right in front of my face as usual. Now, I tell my kids off for that. Have a look. Because I got your bolt ring class. Now you get a lot of these for a very good price tag indeed. I'm going to give you rose gold, and you're going to get a better than half price deal. And I'm going to give you the classic 9-carat gold, all on sterling silver. Now your bolt ring stasher sees you with 40 in total. So that's 40 necklaces or 40 bracelets or 40 charms that you can create. So Claire's saying charms, they're going for charms for me. Well, Claire does create jewelry, and you know what? Claire actually, she created a beautiful chainmail bracelet, gave to her friend for Christmas. Her friend went in a very famous jeweller's, and they said to her, excuse me, where did you get that chainmail bracelet from? We're thinking about doing them. And she said, oh, this is a Claire Perry original. I'm afraid Claire doesn't commit to your demand. What if they rang you and said, I want 600 by tomorrow? She'd be like Rumpelstiltskin, wouldn't she, trying to frantically do it. Now, she'd be there. You'd be buying from Jewellery Maker, so you would be all right, Claire. Now, Claire does Jewellery Maker a lot, and for Claire it's charms. If you wanted to make Mark's sweetie bracelet that I'm lucky enough to have in my stash, although my friend Alice did try and steal it yesterday, this would be a great one to add those charms onto. You know, just like Janet was saying earlier on today, it just depends what you're making. There is a time and a place for every clasp. For the delicate pieces, it's definitely the bolt ring clasp you want. For the chunky pieces, for those bigger in-your-face pieces, the toggle clasp is the one you want. So it's good to have a mix of both, so that you never get cut short. And again, if somebody brings you and says, you know what, it's my mum's birthday next week, can you make me a charm? Eek, and you haven't got the right thing. Well, these are perfect for charms, aren't they? Absolutely perfect. They're only £12.95 for you. So that was a quick recapio. Let me give to you some charms, because we're on the subject. Charming. Now you're gonna love these. Are they called Charming? What a surprise. Prince Charming. Do you remember when you were little and you thought Prince Charming actually existed? Have a look at this, it's all a lie. Oh, Claire, aren't we awful? Then you grow up. No, it's real, because Rube is watching. Ruby, it's real. Don't listen to us nags. Anyway, it is real, actually. It is real. I've got a Prince Charming. My son! Have a look. He's a right Prince Charming. Have a look. No, and the others. Have a look. Now you have got a black onyx, a beautiful Rose de France amethyst, and you've got a smoky quartz. Do you use charms, Janet?
I do sometimes. If I do a bracelet, sometimes it's nice just to finish off with something like this, just to add that little bit of detail. Because if you just did a plain pearl bracelet with one of those on, that would be fabulous.
Well, it would make the piece as well, wouldn't it? It's nice to have it detachable too, actually.
Yes, yeah. And you can add to it, so you could buy someone the one for a birthday or something, and then save the other one for a Christmas present, and then they could build up charms onto a bracelet. They're beautiful.
I always think it's a good idea, a present, because you're never stuck for ideas then. If you've got a friend that's particularly difficult to buy for, charm bracelet.
Perfect.
Because then you just go, you know what, I'm going to make them a charm, and it's going to be in the subject of something that makes us laugh. We have a giggle, we do this, that, or the other, and you can make them a charm to do with that, can't you? Now I'm going to give you a trio of charms, and you've got that clarity there, haven't you? Charming. Black spinel, sorry, I thought it was black onyx. Now you've got that wonderful, wonderful briolette cut, the Rose de France amethyst as well. These are all 11 by 7 and they're all on solid sterling silver. We're going to give you another fantastic deal at £9.95. That's £3.31.5 each. Or I might have got the point something wrong, but the rest was right. £9.95. What a wonderful, wonderful price tag. Think about how much you spend on charms. Are they about £40 and up in your charm shop? Those charm shops seem to be popping up in most high streets now, the ones beginning with B, and they are expensive. But I mean, they're lovely. They're lovely. It's nice to get the box, I suppose.
But these are just as lovely.
Do you know what? The quality, our quality is great.
Yes, yeah.
I'm not allowed to compare, but
No.
if I went in there, I'd walk straight back out again and go, I know where I'm going to. You know, it's great though, and I do love the packaging and I do love the designs and all of that lot, and people buy into that, don't they?
Yeah.
But I like something a bit classic. How about you? At just £9.95, because my friend, one of my good friends, is obsessed with that company. But actually, I think if I bought her these, she'd clip these on. She would. It's her birthday in a couple of weeks as well. TXG C10. Now, we're going to... Oh, what did I do with those? My little crimpy. Let's do a recap on your crimpage. Let me just put them out here. Sorry, darlings. There we go. Crimpy covers we've been talking about a lot today, actually. And last time we tried to bring you these and our website went, Oh, absolutely caused havoc, and I was so sorry for you because anyone on the web couldn't get them. And somebody Facebooked me and said, I was shopping from work and I wasn't supposed to be on the web looking at Jewellery Maker. She was pretending to do her work. She can pick the phone up, and I felt so dreadful for you. Especially when you're trying to sneakily buy gorgeous gemstones whilst at work. Have a look. And of course, she couldn't turn the volume up, so she didn't know that she couldn't shop for them or there was a problem. Have a look at these. So just a suggestion of a squidge, and these are closed. You saw me do it there with tweezers. Squidge, squidge it closed. So to cover up crimps, knots, to add to your designs, to fill out gaps, these are just an essential, aren't they? You get 200 altogether. The sterling silver, these would go great with the bolt ring clasp actually if you bought those, because we've got sterling silver with 9 carat gold and sterling silver with rose gold. BUG C42, don't get complacent about it. Actually, Janet, I don't know if you've ever shopped anywhere else but Jewellery Maker since you've started Jewellery Maker. You've been Jewellery Maker a while, so you must
I have, yeah. But since Jewellery Maker, I don't go anywhere else. Because, I mean, they're just so great, and like you say, the cost of those, you wouldn't get anywhere near that price if you went anywhere else.
Would I get sterling silver crimp bead covers?
Probably not. I mean, to be honest, I've not actually looked for them, but I've not sort of, while I've been browsing around, I've not seen them either.
It's not something you came across before you shopped here at Jewellery Maker?
No, not at all.
So you need to get on the phone lines with, I mean, if you did that sort of auctiony webby thing, perhaps you could buy them on there, but I always get worried because they come from so far away, and then, you know, I just like the backup here.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay a massive amount of postage. You know they're going to come within a certain period of time. You know they're going to be quality. You know, can send them back if they're not, and you'll get a free refund. They'll always be great quality, but if you don't want them, or you think, oh, actually no, you know, whatever, you can always send them back. So I always think you can shop with confidence here at Jewellery Maker, and I do make it my business to go and shop around the local beaderies, not just to sort of think, oh, brilliant, our product, but actually to do research in design, because I think that's just as important, and that's where I first saw that Magamatama I'd ever seen. It's where I first seen geometric beading at its best, and I just thought, woo, you know. So I do it just to be inspired, just as anything. Go and visit your local beaderies and see what's going on. And actually, there is a lovely beadery right by my house, and the lady, I said to her, can you do genuine gemstones? She said, no, there's no way I can afford to fill my shop with genuine gemstones. You know, it just wouldn't happen for her. So it's wonderful for us. Now we're going to give to you, which one were we going to do? Let's do a recap. Can we do a recap on the tiger's eye? Let's do that I bought to you earlier. A lot of you loving tiger's eye today, and if you bought the big chunky McMonkeys earlier, you're going to like this one to go with. Oh, those are sold out. So if you did get those, you might want these to go with, actually. Have a look. I've got the coins now. Janet's first port of call with the coins was rings. And I do love the way these sit so beautifully against the skin, because they do, don't they? Then I gave you the marquise. I really like marquise shapes. I just like the points, that they worked that lovely point, those lovely petals, and I think you've got a lot of opportunity actually, cascading. But for me, flowers, I do like a brooch made out of marquise. And brooches are so in. And then you've got, now remember how, we were actually talking about these, weren't we? The first kit, that lovely pink quartz where you showed these off, you showed the face off and like buttons, and I thought, wow, those gorgeous earrings. You could do the same sort of thing. I'm going to give you a price straight away because this is a recap. 3 strands for £11.95, so less than £4 per strand, which is great value, isn't it? Especially for Tiger's Eye. Now, a lot of you have been texting in, hello, when is that blue druzy agate coming? Let's do it now. Come on, Dion. There's so many text messages. She's gonna do it. Okay, says Dion. All right. Let's turn Wicked Wednesday into Wonderful Wednesday. If you've got midweek blues, you needn't have. The only thing that should be blue in your house right now is the fact that you've got these in your stash. Have a look. Oh, I do love that sparkle. I do. Look at that. It is just beautiful, don't you think? Like the cracking of an egg to reveal something so stunning inside. Look at that. Oh, these are just made for macrame, aren't they? What would you do with these, Janet? Because I can't get past, these need to be macrameed.
I think you're right. I think they're perfect for macrame because of the size and because of the detail on them as well. You could literally just have say 3 across the top and a macrame around, so you get quite a few then out of the one strand. They make perfect earrings as well, just because they're so interesting.
You're right, because if they move, they'll catch the light. Yeah, you do. You're right. They're
lovely.
Because you want to get that wink of sparkle. Yeah. And it makes the difference. And I actually think chaps would get away with this as well. Just a little bit of a hidden that great for cufflinks, because sparkly cufflinks, you go into any shirt shop and you will see sparkly cufflinks. Probably about the only thing that chaps wear that are really sparkly. I think these are awesome. I love the blue. I love the sparkle. You can think about that lovely summer sun beating down. Even if you've got these on the neckline, actually an over the head necklace. If you went on holiday and these were all gleamy and sparkly, can you imagine the sparkle? Beautiful. It's like a diamond-like sparkle. Once the light bounces from it, you get the most impressive luster. Beautiful blue frosted druzy rounds. They're 14 mil, so they're sizable. And actually the options are very, very huge, aren't they, for your designs? Earrings, shambala bracelets, over the head, necklaces. I just think it's limitless. Loads of you. Valerie, you've bought 2 of these. Siobhan in Monmouthshire, beautiful. Oh, they're going to love these in Monmouthshire. Absolute. Loads of J's there. I've got Jackie, Julie, Joanne and Jill, all in a line. These beautiful gemstones are all yours for under £10 today. FPG P71 is your item code. The frosted sparkly druzy coming to you at just £7. You know what to do. Multi-buy at £7.95. Gosh, was it Siobhan that? Yeah, it was Siobhan that's multi-buying. Valerie's multi-buying as well. I've got Cheryl, I've got Barbara, I've got Joan, I've got Zena, I've got Alexandra, Claire, Jackie, another Valerie multi-buying. Is that the same Valerie? Anonymous from Worcestershire, you're there. Let's see who else. I've got Marisa in Merseyside. I've got V in Surrey at £7.95. You've all got yourself something beautiful. Sarah in Oxfordshire, Joan in Kent. Loads of brand new jewellery makers. Well done to you. Mary in Renfrewshire, Julie and Jill, I've said already. Sally in County Down, you're joining us today on the telephone lines. Check out your baskets. Maurice has just checked out her basket. Don't hesitate to check out baskets or you could miss out. At £7.95, there's such a great price tag. Aren't you paying below the odds, surely? Alina in London, you've bought 2 of these as well. I'm seeing lots of you putting 2 in your baskets. Really good idea, because we don't get strands often like this. We really don't. When was the last time we saw a bit of druzy? those big ones back 3 weeks ago, wasn't it? I haven't seen any rounds like this with the lovely little tiny ones. Well, they're not tiny, they're 40mm, but you know what I mean. Well done. Frida, you're there. Dorothy, you're there. Jennifer in Hampshire, you bought 2 of these. Mal, you're shopping with us again today. Well done to you. Alexandra's from Gloucester. Oh, I got 2 Alexandras. Gloucestershire, well done to you. Gail and Ketphilly, Roisin in Merseyside. £7.95. You will all pay for this brand new strand. Now, I'm going to give you something else fabulous, which is in the form of some wire. Not another wire deal. Janet's gonna lynch you. Oh, I tell you what, Janet, this is why you don't do the day show, because you can't get home and get those deals. 0.6, and this will wire twisted together like a dream. Gorgeous together. Really get this in your stash if you want to make your own findings. Gizmo coils, your own jump rings. If you want to match your wire with your findings, then you can't go wrong with gold and silver. This is real silver that we've used to colour this wire. Copper with a layer of silver and then e-coating, and the same with the gold. You've got copper, you've got a layer of real silver and then a layer of gold over the top, and then you're e-coating. So you've got real elements of precious metals, 100 meters of that on each reel. There is 100 meters. 0.6 is the diameter, and we are doing a very cheeky deal. If you love our wire work deals, or if you're being encouraged today to try wire work perhaps for the first time, let me encourage you on the phone lines right now. Dion's telling me out of all the wire deals that I've given you today, this is the most limited offer so far. So hop on board. I don't want you missing out on this. The gold and the silver are perhaps some of our most popular colours. If you want to see what you can create out of wire, I'm going to show you some. I'm just trying to quickly come over here and see. Oh, here we go. The gorgeous Claire has got lots of pickies. Look at Rachel Norris. The lady is a genius. Look at the rings. Ooh, do you know what you could go on and on? Oh, look at that heart. You have got your loops. Here's your findings, showing you how you can actually create. Who did this? It's absolutely stunning. Who did this? I love it. Do you know, I like the way they've done a 3-bar spacer, and then isn't that, do you know, it's so Tudor. Who did this? I don't know. It could have been Laura with the, could have been.
I think it was Teresa. Is it Teresa?
Teresa. I've never met Teresa.
I'm sure it was.
She's wonderful. Isn't it beautiful?
It is lovely.
I love that. It looks like she's used 0.6 as well. Then I've got a cuff bracelet, which I think was done by Laura Binding. I do love trying on all this jewellery. That is stunning. Oh, that might go miss. That's not allowed once it's been on the shelf. That's a Laura, isn't it? And then I got an Alison. How wonderful is Alison? And then look at this. I have got a Lady Norris original. I'm lucky enough to actually own a Lady Norris original, everybody. Beautiful brooch she made for me. Now I'm going to give to you an awesome deal. I'm sorry, I nattered on then, and I know you're desperate to see how much these are. So here for you on the phone lines, because you're already buying this on the website. 2 reels of wire for just $24.95. You are getting, so I'm getting one for $4.96. Is that right? $19.95 each. No, that's not. Is that right? No, I didn't work that out right. $4.94. I don't know, about £4, £5, something. You're getting a great deal. You're buying the 2. These should be just under £20 each. You should be paying just under 40. You're getting them for a better than half price deal then, isn't it? No, about a half price deal. £24.95, 200 metres. Loads of you there, absolutely stacks of you. This is a limited offer, so please be quick. YG, you're saving $14.95. You know I'm no good at maths, so I do apologise massively. Loads of you there: Sylvia, Deborah, Pauline, Sinead, Jacqueline, Hayley, Anne, Pat in Lincolnshire, Elizabeth, Vivian, Jennifer, Elena, shopping with us again, Susan in Dorset, Carol, Helen, another Jennifer, this one in Hampshire, Nicoline, you're back from, oh Nicoline, you're going to have the most amazing package delivered to you, all for just that one P&P. You've got stacks today. It's Shopping Wednesday for Nicoline. And what a great way to cheer up the fact that it's midweek. Go shopping. Go shopping, use your credit card. Peggy and Frida, you're all there. We take debit cards as well, £24.95. I am in love with this. I must meet this Teresa you speak of. Now, I've got to move on. Very limited. Now, let's do, oh yeah, I love this. Look at this colour. Now, have you bought the first kit of the, which was the pink, was the first kit of our day, was it? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Strawberry Fields Forever. Look at what I got. Is this strawberry crackle quartz? It's beautiful. Yeah, it's crackle. Yeah, like Sagenitic quartz is very similar to rutile quartz, or strawberry crackle quartz, you can call it. Now these just look delicious, don't they? Don't eat them. Don't do what I used to do with those soaps from that certain shop that smelled amazing when I was little, because they don't taste nice. But they do look like they taste nice, don't they? They are deliciously juicy in colour. Don't they look amazing? We've been talking about strawberry daiquiris and yummy things today. These are so strawberry-tastic. I would clutch hold of one of these and make a ring out of it. What about a head pin? Putting that through, gold or silver, I think both would work well. What do you think, Janet? Is this beautiful?
It's gorgeous, and as you say, gold or silver will go with it, but the look would be completely different with the gold and the silver. But like in a ring, they would look fantastic in a ring.
Well, I think that's what they're made for. And you know what, even if you could work through that, because they're centre drilled like a rondelle, you could do like a little spiral, bring your wire through it to stop it from coming through, and then make your bells. It'd be quite an easy ring to make.
Do some detail on the top, and then, like you say, bring the wire through. It'd be great.
Beautiful, just beautiful. Now you get loads on the one strand. I've got to be really quick and give you a price because you're already stacking up for these. They're only £11.95. Sagenitic quartz, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 on my strand. If you're making these, you're making rings out of these, or cufflinks out of these, or you're doing Laura binding style pendants out of these, then this is really a wonderful price for you. A gemstone like we have never seen before. I do think these are going to look striking with your pearls. A very vintage colour, a very vintage combination. What a beautiful strand for you. Now this is brand new and we don't have stacks of them. 0800 644 655 if you're dialing. It's a free phone number, so please don't panic if you're joining the tail end of a queue. You can get involved in a webby way, all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Now I've got to move on, I've got to be quick, I've got so much to bring you. I do hate to rush. Hang on. Oh, look at these. We are fans of cubes as it is, aren't we? Now, I have got clear quartz cubes. These are frostical, aren't they? I am still wondering very much if we're going to get snow this year or whether it's too late. I can't remember. Have a look at these. Oh, they're fresh, aren't they? You almost want to put some lime and a tonic and maybe something cheeky over those. And then I've got the bigger ones, so really work towards a taper. I like it when we do this. So you can make a nice pyramid design out of these, can't you?
If you use coloured beading thread as well, the colour would just emanate through, wouldn't it?
Perfect idea. Use coloured beading thread. Now, faceted round. It's just the clarity here for me. Very bridal in those. I certainly would want to put those in a tiara or a fascinator. The light's just going to dance around them. And then the crackle quartz, affording you a little bit of clarity, but mainly sparkalicious, aren't they? Then I'm going to give to you some whites. I call these skim drilled, and they make the perfect beady bead. If you've never tried them, then do, because it hides all the matrix of your actual beady bead. Then I've got trilliants in howlite as well. White howlite offering you that perfect white, and you can see the veins, those wonderful veins, almost, well, very similar actually to turquoise. And you do see a lot of dyed howlite. Dyed that turquoise colour because of that matrix. Look at the clarity. They are clear as the window to your soul, aren't they? Ice baby. UZG, 02. These should be coming to you at $33.70. And when you think about what you've got for your money, that is grand, but Dion wants a small, well, I want to give it to you too, a smaller price tag, and that's exactly what you're getting for £19.95. Have a look at what you've got and I'll give you the dimensions. A beautiful, beautiful collection of quartz and howlite. The faceted ovals are 13 by 9, your cubes are at 8mm and 10mm. You've got your crackle quartz at 6, your white howlite trilliants at 10 by 10 as well, and your white howlite plain rounds at 10mm also. £19.95 is your price. Like, use your debit card or your credit card if you're shopping with us today and you're buying in multiples. Don't forget 1P&P all day long. Whether you started shopping with the day show or whether you're thinking about staying with us all day, Ed's up at 5 today. We've got the wonderful Vicky Carr coming up at 1. You've got a guest designer on tonight. Sarah's on tonight. Sarah Alvin is on the night show tonight, so stay tuned. It's Guest Delicious today. And who's in the afternoon? Do we know? Not sure, but I'm sure they'll make an appearance in a minute. Have you seen any guest designers?
I think it's Natalia.
Oh, it's lovely, Natalia. I wonder what her hair's going to look. I tune in to see what her hairstyle's doing every day. I love to watch that woman. Fashion focus show. So we're talking about trends with Natalia, and she is an absolute fashionista who is got Gwan. It's all about Natalia Coleman. Now, oh, I can't wait to see that show. I want to know what she's wearing. I love what she wears. Have a look. Oh, I love a foot. Do you know, 4mm beads are doing it for me at the moment. How obsessed are you with bead? Beadloom's back in stock tomorrow. Oh my gosh, is that in our show, yeah? It is, isn't it? I need to get that. I need to get that. I need to get the beadloom. I am obsessed. I don't have it, so do you know what I've been doing? Using my macrame board and stranding down like that.
Oh, right.
I need that beadloom so badly. It better not sell out, because I will cry and actually cry. Have a look. Oh, you have to have these if you're going to get the beadloom. I know, because I know what's going to happen. You'll buy the beadloom and then every single strand of 4mm beads will go, because I reckon they're the best for beadloom when you first start. I promise you, if you are thinking about getting the beadloom tomorrow, you have to. We haven't got a lot of 4mm beads in stock. Hardly any except for the. Are you serious? What we're doing? Oh, because Dion obviously is trying to pack our show for tomorrow with 4mm beads, and she's just saying, listen, she was trying to save these for tomorrow, but they'd have been swiped. So she had to play. Do you know what? You've got to get these now if you're thinking about the beadloom, and I am thinking about that beadloom. Are these Chandy beads as well? Oh, they're gorgeous. Have you seen them? Absolutely beautiful. Stop a minute, stop. Have you seen this? I didn't realise, I thought they were all stacked together. Oh my gosh, look, they're all in one piece. Look at this. That's one piece. Have you seen those before?
I haven't, no.
I need them. Have you seen what I've got in my hand, Claire? And you just stack, oh my gosh. I used to think that the 2-hole spacer bars were my favourite findings. They've just been blown out of the water with these. Oh my. And you get 2, silver and gold, and then you've got the 3. Where have these been? Are these brand new? Do you know what this can do for my design, for your designs? These are wonderful. Dion, you've got the gold. Oh, I love them. Oh, I need them. Oh, you need them. Have you seen? You need these, don't you?
Definitely.
Oh my gosh. How many have we got? Do not sell out of these before. I'm not allowed to get them until tomorrow because staff aren't allowed. Look. Oh, please don't sell out. Please don't sell out. I love them. And then you've got the gold of those as well. 3-hole and 5-hole. I realise I'm talking quite high pitch now, but I'm very excited. So if I'm sending your dog bananas because he can hear me, I'm so sorry. Stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strands. 6 strands, correct? And these connectors. Multi-buy. If you don't, you will absolutely kick yourself. I don't know what to say. I never knew these existed. I am so excited to have them. They're wonderful. Well, we all know what these are going to do for our designs. goodness gracious, how many of us have been making our own 3-loop spaces out of wire? This is going to take all of that away. Aren't they gorgeous? Are these sterling silver? They're silver on, oh, pewter. Do you know they use, I love pewter. I'm a bit of a medieval jewellery fan, and pewter was used very, well, of course they used to make goblets out of pewter, didn't they? It's a very difficult metal to manipulate, is pewter. Oh, I love them. They're so gothic. I'm very excited by these. How many have we got left? There's loads of you on the phone lines. We've got Kyoko on the phone line. Well done to you. Oh my gosh, literally loads of you. Mal, of course, you're shopping for these. Carol, Vivian, you're shopping for these. You need to get, if you're thinking about the bead loom tomorrow, you need to get this bundle. If you love the fact that you've got these new, well, I've never seen them, these findings, perfection. You need to get on the phone lines because you can row so neatly. You know how the 3-hole spacer bar is definitely one of my favourite things ever, because it keeps you uniform. If you put one of these in the centre, it's going to give you that lovely design focus, because the 3-hole spacer bar, I'm never going to say anything bad about those findings, but they don't give you the embellishments, the side embellishments that these are going to give you. So that's where you'd want these. And I'd put it down the centre and I'd run my 3 strands from here and from here. So that's your side detail. These are a must-have. You've got Jelena shopping again, you have got Sinead shopping again, Sandra, Diane, we have got Carol and Patricia, we've got another Carol in Cheshire, we've got another Carol as well in Herefordshire. This seems to be and another Patricia as well, this one in the city of Bristol. Vivienne, you're back for more. Gosh, Janet and Anne, you're there as well. Gosh, what a gorgeous bundle. Don't forget the bead loom, we are launching again tomorrow. It's been out of stock for what seems like forever. It literally seems like it's been out of stock forever. I love that bundle. Which one should we do? Let's do 11, shall we? Because I like this one. Let's give you a buy one, get one for £5 deal. Now, this one is particularly a favourite of mine because you've got peridot in here, and we don't have a lot of peridot. Oh my gosh, and you've got tanzanite. Look at this, it's absolutely amazing. The gemstones are gorgeous. So I'm going to give you the 2. You're going to get, look at the colour. Now you get stacks in there, hundreds in there. You have got beautiful tanzanite, you've got the garnet, you've got your peridot as well. You have got the mandarin garnet in there, you've got tourmaline, you've got emeralds, and you have got the apatite there too. Then I'm going to give you the chunky, oh, labradorite, apatite, iolite, rose quartz. Was that opal? Then you've got tanzanite and aquamarine. Oh my gosh. These are very high-end. Look at those. They're so, do you know what? It's like a chocolate box of selection. That's what you've got. And you know what? How gorgeous to have all these wonderful gemstones to crochet with, to make rings out of. Very full of texture. Now we have to go, we're going to go across to the gorgeous Janet and see a very Valentine's piece she's done in just a minute. So I'm going to give you a price tag as quickly as I can. 800 644 655 at £29.95. You're buying one. One is £24.95, so you're buying one and getting the other one for what, £4? £5? For £5. EUGC19, our wonderful matrix boxes are a pretty new addition to us here at Jewellery Maker. We love them and we know you will too. We've got a 30-day money back guarantee, so if you're shopping thinking, oh, I've never had these before, do you know what, grab them, get them home, have a look at them, get a feel for them, see how many you get in the box. I always think you don't see how many you get in that box. The matrix collection have 180 carats in oh, there's lots of you there, loads of you. Well done to these 180 carats in the one box, and that's the smaller ones. So you're all there. Do check out baskets. Use your debit cards or your credit cards, and let me know what you're going to do with all these glorious colours. We're going to be really quick and give you one more before we go over, and it's your antique bronze earring posts and butterfly backs. Now, I'm a big fan of these. If you bought the matrix boxes, or if you've got any of our precious findings, precious strands, or anything from the distinction, I'm going to give you, I won't take them out of the bag now because I don't have time, but I'm going to give you your post and butterfly backs. Now you get the both, and we're going to give them to you in antique bronze. Very rustic, very vintage. You've got 100 pairs. They have been E-coated on copper. BDG P35, we're going to come straight out with your price tag. 0800 644 655. They're only £12.95 for 100. You're going lower than that. That's only 12.95p a pair, by the way. And I think I did get that maths right this time. We're going to do even better. Maybe this is going to be better for your profits. Let me know. 7.95 pence a pair is what you're paying. Well, you know what to do. What a wonderful opportunity. Now I'm going to trot on over to the wonderful Janet. She is made. I love that hairband you've made. That is gorgeous. Let's get on over without further ado to that luscious lady. Before I hand you over to two fabulously glamorous ladies, Vicky Carr and Natalia Coleman. What more could you want? Let's get on over. Are we ready? Shall I adjust myself? We're going to do a live trot, so I'm going to adjust myself. Now, I love what you do. I can see over there this wonderful fascinator. Can you imagine going out for dinner and on
it's not
Valentine's
finished yet, so
Day?
I will stay and finish that off. So
Beautiful, it's beautiful, it's just as it is, gorgeous.
that's why there's a
Oh,
little
I
bit of
see
wire
you're
sticking
still
out.
going. Oh, I love it.
I wouldn't
Isn't
recommend wearing it like that.
beautiful? Have a look at the tiara. It's a Valentine's Day tiara. And we can all see the heart underneath. It's making us smile lots. Have a look at this heart. Ooh. What a Valentine's piece. And if you are working on Valentine's now, or if it's very Queen of Hearts, isn't it?
And I used the 0.6 wire because I know you did a bundle of 0.6,
Yeah.
so I used the 0.6 on that to shape it and to wrap around.
It is much easier to manipulate
Yeah.
0.6, isn't it? Your price tag for this bundle is on your screen right now, £11.95. Beautiful powder puff pearls. Now have a look, very classic. I'm so glad you used the mink together with the chocolate because it works so
And that's
elegant.
what I wanted to do, is sort of split it and show that you can go classic with it, but you can sort of funk it up a bit as well. And
I love that you've done just a slight asymmetric there, just a slight suggestion of asymmetry. And you can see there, using that beautiful finding, a chandelier finding, typically for earrings actually, but I do the same thing. You don't have to use them for what we intend. In fact, don't. Shake it up a little bit, do something a bit quirky, and then a stunning wirework ring. What gauge did you use for that?
0.6 again with that one.
0.6 ring against. We don't normally use 0.6, but it works very well if you're wrapping,
Yeah.
and very neat. And actually, that's where it works better with a shell pearl, because it'll go through a shell pearl
That's
nicely.
right.
And you've got all these wonderful swirls. Now move that around so you can see the belt. How neat are you? Super duper neat. For £11.95, you've got yourself exceptional value. So did you enjoy your challenge
I thought
today?
it was great. I loved the chocolate pearls. I love that necklace. I would wear
Me
that any
too.
day.
I think they've just got that lovely sheen to them,
Yes,
haven't they?
yeah, and they're lovely to work with. And the holes on them are quite big as well, so you can get sort of the 0.6, probably the 0.8 as well through the larger ones. So it's great. Yes.
Oh, you think you get a 0.8 out of
Yeah.
that? Fantastic. Now don't forget to stay tuned, because Natalia is up with her fashion tips for you for the coming seasons. She's an absolute fashionista. I can't wait to see her hairstyle today. Woohoo! Here she is with her foxy boots and a gorgeous dress. You're going to love her, and the wonderful Vicky Carr coming up for you at 1. Janet, thank you so much. When are you back?
20th.
On the 20th.
20th on the mid-show.
Mid-show, so
Yeah.
tune in to see Janet on Monday the 20th at 1 o'clock onwards. Now, if you'd like to get involved in any of our workshops, please dial through and get your name down. I'll be back with you bright and early with that bead loom and Sarah Elvin. Don't forget at 5, there's a guest. We'll see you later. God bless.
Join Jewellery Maker on Wednesday the 15th of January for our fashion focused show. Guest designer Natalia Coleman will be focusing on the spring collection for this year.